drink them before stream is over?
Yeah, check in.
But I do plan on going for a few hours, like multiple, like 4 or 5. So we'll see what happens.
Well, you better definitely.
Huh? There is no trash bag there. You're correct. Okay, fellas. I'm probably behind at this point because it's been a little while since I've played. So let's get back to it and let's see what we can do here. All right. Let's get into it. Hold on, wait. Before I do this, I should probably... One thing that I've found while streaming is that if on YouTube, if you actually set your live settings to being like what it should be... Hold on, let me show you this. I'm not actually showing you anything. Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going, fellas? I'm gonna set my I'm gonna set a thumbnail on YouTube, and then I'll get into playing the game. What's everyone been up to? How's your night going? I know it's a little bit late for me, but you know, why not? I need to get caught up in Throne and Liberty, anyways. Everyone's really talking about it, dude. Like it's going pretty hard. People are like excited for it, and I'm excited for it. There we go. No, it's not made for kids, and we save. There we go. Okay, back to Throne and Liberty. Let's play the freaking game, guys. Okay, what was I even doing last time? I have a whole bunch of quests. Let's see over here on the right. Open the M-map and move using waypoint at Goldenrye Pastures, and then travel to Crescent Moon Lake and operate. Okay, talk to Adventure Pro Percy in Castle Dawn. Speak with Accessories Crafter. Well, I don't have anything to craft anything with because I've sort of used up all my gear already, or all my materials. So let's go ahead and travel. I can't travel to that waypoint yet. So let's find a waypoint. Goldenrye Pastures. That's the one they told me to. So let's travel there. Guys, I swear, so many people are playing this game, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, it is the game right now. Everybody is super excited. Everyone's having a good time, except for the few people who just aren't. The people who are just, you know, upset. Enjoying your new breakdance emote and Hot Springs chair in Guild Wars 2? I don't know what those things are. Where did you get a breakdance emote, and how did you get a Hot Springs chair? Let's see if I can remember how to play this game. Deathblow. Whoop. It's not bad, man. It's honestly not bad. It's kind of snappy. I'm getting more used to it. Emote from the gym store. Did it roll over? Is it like to the next season or whatever now? Or not next season, you know what I mean though. Is it like a new Wizards Vault time, or is it just new stuff in the store? I have not had a game run this way on this PC yet. This is the first one, dude. It's really shocking. Wizards Vault changes with big releases. Word. Dude, my camera is having a hard time, like, holding up. This is wild. Are you guys noticing this? This is really bad. This might be a game that I play offline. I might play, like, Guild Wars or something tonight instead. This wasn't happening last time, was it? Huh. Let's try that out. Maybe that'll be better. We'll see. The store content rolls more often. I could see that. That makes sense to me. Who am I supposed to talk to out here? Open the map and movies in the waypoint. Okay, we're out here now. I haven't even gotten this waypoint yet.
It is said that long ago, the seeds of a flower with jewels for petals fell on an unnamed land, and it became the beautiful field it is today. Goblins have long occupied in mind this mysterious gem-rich land, and they do not hesitate to slaughter any human who dares disturb them. Are you guys noticing this? This is really bad. Goblins have long occupied in mind this mysterious gem-rich land, and they do not hesitate to slaughter any human who dares disturb them.
Well, all right then. Okay. So what are we actually doing on this quest out here? Well, it seems like we need to go all the way over here to this contract manager. So let's go see what that's about. Use B return to travel to Starlight Observatory ruins and then speak with Lyria? B? Okay. Let's see what's up. What it is. What it's doing. There's a ton of people. Dude, there are so many people playing this game all the time. Like, it is really having a moment right now. I mean, it just came out, but still, it's like, you know.
What can I do for you?
It's playable. That's the thing, dude. So many MMOs, when they first come out and they're this popular right at the beginning, they're not playable. And this one is. It's kind of astounding, honestly, that it's free to play. You can get in there. It doesn't do anything absolutely crazy. It doesn't... It's so interesting to see an MMO that's functional at its release date, you know? And, like, it be free and everything. So there's just a lot of people here. What brings you here? We'll have...
It's you.
Cool.
I heard a lot about you. Nice
I am
to
quite
meet
talented
you.
indeed.
You've got Clay's token, right?
Clay's
Then
token.
You're officially part of the Resistance. While you're here, how'd you like to try taking on a contract?
I don't know what that is.
Take a look at these contracts. Don't...
Okay. Ooh, I need something. I need the quality magic powder, so it all gives quality magic powder, so that's good. What does this do? Quality lithograph armor, lithograph crafting uncommon armor. I don't care too much. Quality base material, that could be a good one to get. Let's do this one first. Okay, oh, it takes more than what I have? Contract rights? Contract rates won't automatically charge while at max capacity. Use your current contract. Okay, so I need to use more of them. Okay, that's cool then. Let's deal with the scoundrels. Let's do this one. Refresh to show a new list of contracts based on your level. To refresh, you must accept at least one contract from the list. Cool. Okay. And then there's more out here. Oh, we can... Okay, so we literally get like one per... Okay, so we can do a whole bunch of contracts all at once. Unsettling weather. Man, recording devices are still fields, but I'm worried about the cloudy weather. Please check the recording devices on my behalf. Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Nights like these are perfect for staying up late, having
Looted
a drink
food
and
and
looking
unexpected
at the
collectible.
stars.
Affect Earth energy in the area. That sounds cool. Let's do that. New World was crowded as it launched too. Yeah, New World didn't work. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this one does. Like, New World came out, and I believe it came out here first as well. So this one at least has some you know, testing that's gone on in other markets. So I'm excited to see kind of what goes on here. It's, like I said, it's just interesting to be able to jump into a game that is completely free, functions, and has a decent amount of people playing it, and it's an MMO. Like, that doesn't happen very often. At least nothing brand new, so I'm sort of just interested to see what happens.
Oh, that's my goblin friend.
Like, I want it to do well. I want all MMOs to do well. There is a certain thing about people that play MMOs whenever a new one comes out.
We're all going to
Okay, where are we going, bro?
You need to listen. There's going to be a war.
I don't care about a war.
While I was
I'm strong.
wandering, I saw the Urstella clan. I heard it clearly with my
This music
own
is
two
good,
ears.
bro.
If we don't come up with a plan quickly, I spoke to the watch captain. Thank you. I hope the watch captain can trust you like family. And really? Oh, you give me...
So, a lot of times when MMOs come out, I feel that people who play MMOs have this little tendency to wish death upon them and to not want them to do well. And they'll lie, and they'll tell you that they do. Oh, well, you know, I wish it would have been good, but it just wasn't. It just wasn't any good, dude. And then people continue to play it for years and years and years. And, like, I think there's just, like, a little bit of a expected negativity that I have with MMO players whenever it comes to a new game coming out, you know? Other people were like, why don't you play a game that's not an MMO? I play lots of games that aren't MMOs. I'm probably going to play some Dead by Daylight this year, or this month, because it's the spooky
Long
month.
ago,
And I play a hell of a
mages
lot of Dead by
Venelux
Daylight.
built
Not
an
for a long time,
observatory
but,
to
you
watch
know.
the stars in the sky. But the Archeum destroyed the tower, leaving it in
At the
ruins.
request of
fine.
Castleton contract manager Nas, you met with Elira, the contract manager at the Starlight Observatory.
Oh, do I have my
ruins.
little guys yet?
She said that she could.
No, I don't have my little guys yet. Where are my little guys? I did the thing. I linked the accounts. Why didn't I get my little guys? I was supposed to get them, and I wanted them. It's going good, Jay. How you doing, man? I'm out here hanging out late at night. Yeah, I think that, like, I do not expect a game to be the savior anymore. You know, like, I don't expect a game to be the thing that changes my life and makes me happy and does everything that I've ever wanted it to do. That's not what I'm looking for in a video game anymore. Like, I'm looking for experiences and fun, and like I said this in one of my videos recently, and people were just like heavy disagreeing with that concept. They were like, no, I need more than just like 60 hours of fun. I need like thousands of hours of fun from a video game, which I find to be a little bit interesting. It's just not the way that I feel. But like, you know, I got some fun out of Black Desert Online. It wasn't a game that I really ended up loving just because honestly, I didn't love the combat in that game, if I'm being completely real with you, which I know is like such an odd thing to say. But I just found the combat to be kind of, you know, whatever about it. Oh, am I not hitting him again? There we go. Okay, so my pet auto loots for me. That's cool. I like that. I know this is an execute. There we go. Oh, did I block it? But I really don't mind it. Like, I kind of like the auto combat in this game too. Like, it definitely, when you set everything, because I have everything set up for auto combat, it shows a little bit of its roots from the auto battler that was going to be on mobile. But there's a lot of really nice features to it. Like, you know, people overestimate how much they actually want to be involved with quests like this, dude. Oh, am I not tagged?
I was working hard. Why are you blaming me? You just hate me. I'm watching.
See, the actual targeting is rough, though. They need to work on that for sure. Oh, whoops, my bad.
For this. I can hear you.
Cool, I'm getting some aggro here. Ooh. Got him. That's what matters. Ooh, see, we're getting some aggro. Oh man, I'm pulling so much aggro with all
Delivered
these.
the contract scroll to Elira,
Yeah,
the
they should be
contract
level up.
manager of the Starlight Observatory ruins, and you fulfilled the contract at her request. You can use the contract coins you received from fulfilling contracts to purchase items from contract coin merchants.
So how do I switch my auto attack back? Is it X to switch weapons? How do I switch weapons, actually? Okay, destroy the goblin ritual tools. Okay, so where are the goblin ritual tools?
Let's start. This brother got hit by falling stardust. Not breathing.
Okay, so we're still collecting these goblin tokens.
Finally, it's almost time. Make sure these stones are squeaky clean.
Oh yeah, you've been playing this on PS5, dude? The PS5 plays MMOs exceptionally well, honestly.
Oh, brother got hit by
Oh, dude, you're fine.
stardust.
Don't worry about it at all about being busy. Like, it's totally fine. Oh my god, these goblins need to shut the hell up, though. I'm gonna have to turn off the voice acting. I do not like it. And it's Y? Okay, that's right, yeah. No, I think I changed it to Q. That's what it was. Okay, I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, I changed everything to be like Guild Wars 2. So you've been playing this on PlayStation, huh? What have you thought about it so far? I know that it probably plays pretty well, but like, dude, if you haven't played Elder Scrolls Online on PlayStation, you definitely should. You haven't seen gameplay for this yet? It's not bad, man. You know, I have everything set up to be an auto battler right now, so like, take it with a grain of salt how everything just sort of happens on its own. And it's not, you know, super an auto battle, but you know what I mean. It's like, he does a lot of what he needs to do on his own. Except for skills. I'm pressing the skills. Okay, let's, start us off from afar here. And there's like active blocking in it, which is really, really nice. I will definitely be buying New World on PlayStation as well. I think that can easily work into the rotation of games that I just play whenever I'm kind of like down and just want to sit on the couch and do nothing. I was actually cleaning up the living room today and like setting up the couch in a different area of the living room and sort of like giving myself more room. It's really coming along, guys. I'm going to get a well, I've actually already ordered it. I've got a gimbal coming, and I'm going to start doing some IRL streams too. I have an idea to do a stream where Tiff actually came up with this. I'm pretty sure where we're going to like scratch off an insane amount of scratch off tickets on stream. I think that would be a really fun IRL stream. I also think pumpkin carving would be a fun IRL stream. I'm gonna try to IRL stream the oh my god, I gotta turn these fucking voiceovers off. Like, that is the most annoying shit, dude. Like, why in the world do you have to have... Oh my gosh.
Get ready for battle!
Voice off. I do not need voiceover. I do not like voiceover. I do not want some fucking goblin talking over me constantly. That is super obnoxious, dude. Like, how long? I mean, they talked so much. I know I just completed the section of equipment. Back and forth. It's like, brother, I don't care what you were saying. You are a contract quest that I am doing at a super low level. Like, nothing that you're saying is... There's not even a cutscene here for you, dude. Hey, what's up, Firescape? How you doing? Sorry, guys. I'm a little irritable. I'm off the Zins, fellas. I'm off the Zins. So is your PlayStation set up like in front of your couch or whatever then? That's the way to do it, in my opinion. I thought about bringing my PlayStation up here and actually using it to like capture from at times, but I don't know. It seems like a lot, dude. I like having it where it is. Okay, what's this? What's going on here? What the... See, I'm gonna die from this, I bet. Massive fall damage, bro. Like, what was I supposed to do there? And now I just have to wait? Like, how do I heal? There's a rest thing, but I don't know how to do that right now. Do I have any potions? Recover crystal. See, that was just like, that's like way too much, bro. Way too much fall damage for just like having, like, all I did was press a button here because I was trying to like click on this. See, no, it did it again. Like, how do I click on that then? Okay, well, I'm supposed to glide. That's right. Okay. Right. Okay. Who hit me? This person hit me. Can we attack the one that's attacking us that I'm standing in front of? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Yep. All because of the fall damage. Let's just resurrect there. On MA story? What are you working? What do you mean MA story? What's MA story? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm doing contracts currently, which like I've just accepted a few, which are just like not quests, but like spammable, repeatable quests. I think there is quests that I could be doing, but I got sidetracked by this, so I'm just going with the sidetracking. If I've learned one thing from Guild Wars, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm up to currently. Trying to figure out how to get back to there on my map. Like, where was that at that I was at? Okay, it's over there. So let's go over there then. S to descend. Oh, you're writing a story. My equals my. Oh, okay. On my way. Oh. So what kind of story are you writing, Firescape? Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't want to target the one that was standing right in front of me. They should definitely work on that, for sure. Like, the auto-targeting can be just a little bit better. The combat feels nice, though. When it's working, when you're fighting the person that you're actually trying to fight, it feels nice. Okay, where are those tools at that I was breaking? But yeah, I think I'm trying to break these goblins' tools. I think that's the whole point. I'm just trying to terrorize some goblins. Ooh, very cool. Very cool. Very nice, dude. Are you excited to be writing it? Like, are you really into it? I've never written something long form before. I have no idea what that would be like. Like, to me, writing is something that is kind of a chore every time I have to do it. Do you feel that way about writing as well, or is this like a passion for you the way picking up a guitar is a passion for me? Like, that's never a difficult thing for me to do. It just happens all the time. Where do I go? Where do I go? Was it down here next to this? This is where it was. Did I finish this one already? Where did all my quests go? Okay, I don't want that. I want my... Here we go. Still learning how to play this game effectively. Okay, Shadow of the Stars. Collect Goblin Shaman's shiny ritual necklace. Investigate mana recording device of Urstella Fields. Okay. No, I don't want to cling onto that thing. I now know what happens when I do that. Okay, so let's go to that one real quick. Or we could go to this one. Is this one closer? No, it's way... Wait. Oh. There we go. Okay, so we need to fight Goblin Shamans? Which are... Who knows? Can't find any. Butcher, Agitator, Butcher, Strongham, Goblin Fighters. It is Shamans, right? Yeah, Shamans, Tiny Ritual Necklace. Okay, so where's the Shamans at then? Way over there, it looks like. Okay, yeah. So let's go up north then. Let's do that one real quick. You're a huge nerd, Sonoffer. I'm a huge nerd too. It's just that I don't have the writing bug the way that some people do, right? Like, you know, I'm a huge nerd about guitar, and there's never a point in which that stops being interesting to me. And I could talk to you about things on guitar that would make you feel bored out of your mind to listen to me speak about. But like writing just isn't that way for me. And then to me, like I said, it always feels like a chore. So I didn't know if it's, you know, a thing that people, because writing feels like something that is really prestigious, you know? Writing feels like a thing that when you do it, a lot of people sort of heap accolades onto you for it. So I was wondering if it was more a thing that you do for that reason, or if it's a thing that you do for pleasure the way that I do guitar for pleasure. No one cares that I play guitar, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's over there. Yeah, I think I accidentally turned it off is what happened, by the way. Like, this one is pointing me over there. So that one's up there, which I'm heading there. And now I'm in this area. I just don't see any shaman. Maybe it's the strong arm? I don't know. I'm just gonna run over to the place that I actually know where to go. Wait, there it is, there it is. No, don't kill him yet! Let me get hit. There we go. Guild Wars 2 logic. You get one hit in, you do the whole quest, dude. That's all that matters. Okay, I want to get this book now. Hey, what's up, Caleb? How you doing, bro? Guys, the fiber is down the road from me now. Like, I can look out my front door and I can see their truck during the day. I'm very excited. Okay, let's see what this actually is. It's right here? No. It is right here. Okay, what's this? Master of Death. I do not care. Okay, investigate the mana recording device of Urstella Fields. That's got to be, like, in this area somewhere. Goblin loot. I don't care about goblin loot. Although, maybe it's delicious. Okay, where is this There it is. Okay, there's the mana recording device. This story is about a girl coming to terms with the newfound power that ended up being a huge part of her history and stuff, alongside learning about a world that before humanity was completely ruled by different deities and mythos. Lots of it is going to be likely a lot of from history being revealed with each deity, which is also be doing individual stories for once I feel like it. And right now I'm getting onto the first. So like, when you write something like this, do you have any kind of ideas of it being published or putting it out somewhere, or like what is the purpose? Is it just a thing that you do because it's a thing that you do? Like what goes on with that? All right. Back to it. Where do I go? Sorry, guys. Guys, I'm off the Zen. I don't think you guys understand. Like, I don't have any fun little thing to put in my mouth right now that makes my brain vibrate, you know? Like, I'm just out here being completely sobered over. There's no caffeine. It's late in the night for me, so I can't drink any caffeine. Like, I'm sober, fellas. I'm sober. It's difficult. It's strange. It's odd. I feel very alert, like more alert than I would actually like to be, honestly. Justin, what's up? How are you doing? Arub, about how long do you think you spend editing your videos on a typical basis? Also, what program do you edit with? I do a ton of editing as a part of my business, so I'm just curious. Editing right now. Editing in general, like I do very little. I should do a lot more. For reaction videos, I try to make a point to only have to just record the reaction video and then put that out. I do like a really quick style of speaking, and it like keeps me away from having to actually edit the videos. Now the longer videos, so the ones that are my original content, like my Guild Wars 2 first impressions video, or like my RuneScape series, those kinds of videos, that can be anywhere between like 6 and like 18 hours for a 30-ish minute video. Something in there is usually about how long that takes me to do, depending on how involved it is, what things I'm doing, you know. Like every little gag is a length of time. And as far as software that I use Adobe Premiere. I have the Adobe suite. That's what I use for basically everything. Photoshop for my thumbnails, Illustrator for assets, and then yeah, that's basically everything that I do. It's not super difficult. It's not bad. It could be way worse. Oh yeah, I haven't gotten to the I haven't gotten to any dungeons yet. I'm excited to kind of get caught up. That's why I'm excited to be here. What's up? What's up, Deacons? What are you up to, man? I'm assuming that's you, Deacons. Fate the Great, if I had to make a guess. What was I saying? Anyways, but I'm also playing Throne of Liberty. No, I have no fucking idea. The Vate the Great, that guy's a friend of mine in real life. He's a nice guy. He's very handsome. He's very handsome. He's been posting some serious thirst traps on the internet, dude, and it's been making me feel some kind of way about him. I don't know what's going on with all that, but I haven't talked to him for a while. How you been, man? Anyways, I haven't gotten very far in this game yet. I'm trying to get caught up with it. I like am excited by it. It is capturing my interest. The game looks fun. Like, it feels fun. It plays nice. It's just, you know, it's brand new, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm probably messing up my first character if I had to make a guess, which I'm okay with. I get wanting to have something in your mouth. I've been using Werther's Originals as a thing to keep my mouth as it's probably not the best, but it's better than constantly eating. Yeah, dude, no, 100%. I've got, you're watching my stream from a hot tub, bro. I need to be streaming from the hot tub, dude. That's the secret here. We all know that that's how these things work. If I just get the titties out in some kind of bikini. Guys, what if we do a bikini hot tub stream? I'll buy a hot tub, one of the inflatable ones. I'll put it in the back, and I'll get a little string bikini, and I'll wear it. And that, you think we get views that way? Put the video game footage on my ass, you know? The way that we do. You guys know what I'm talking about? That kind of thing. We do a towel drop countdown. We could go for that thing. That could work. Thoughts? Yeah, Jay, I also, without the Zins, I start to eat more as well. I have to be very careful during this process of quitting these Zins. I don't mind having them. This is the odd thing, is I quit them because I started to feel the addiction growing, and I had some negative side effects from Zins for the first time. I was very fatigued whenever I would have a Zin in, and I could feel anxiety kind of cranking up a little bit. It's kind of an odd thing because for a long time I didn't feel anything from them that was negative, and I can't tell if that's because of the Zens or if it was just happening parallel next to the Zens and I didn't really, you know, pick up on it. I had no idea, dude. It was a little bit, you know. So, but I'm taking a break from them. I'm 4 days in. I might be done forever. We'll see what happens. Nicotine's not good for you probably, but it's fun to have. It makes you feel good, dude. Use Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop, but I use DaVinci Resolve Studio version for video editing. I've heard a lot of people use DaVinci Resolve. I've especially for color grading. Yeah, I don't know anything about color grading. I don't know anything about like dynamic range, any of that stuff. In fact, whenever I take footage from my iPhone and I put it onto Adobe Premiere, I have to click the little thing that's like I have to change the way that it interprets the footage because it tries to interpret it as in HDR and then it messes everything up, and I don't know how to deal with any of that. I don't know how to use curves or any of that stuff. I've used LUTs a few times, but like I've never really understood how to color grade or to make things look a certain way with color grading. There's a new hot tub in Guild Wars 2. I can 100% stream from your hot tub, dude. We should do a hot tub stream. We have to both get string bikinis though. That would be the deal. We would need string bikinis, and we would have to do a countdown to us revealing the string bikinis. And for every person who subs, we put the countdown back up to 60 seconds or whatever it is, and we just tease people forever until we finally get in the hot tub, and then we get super dehydrated in that hot tub when we pass out. That's probably the best thing. Follow the MSQ, and it's basically power leveling. That's what I'm trying to do currently. Sargar post. What brings you here? I'm Watch Captain Rufello. How may I help you? Well, you may help me by fucking speeding this along, dude. It's a coded Arkham message. You got this from the goblins. I did. Possessing a black heart, front paws to the spider. Those damn goblins. They have joined forces with Arkham this time. Cool. The black heart refers to Arkham. The next part means they intend to attack. I've seen this code before 10 years ago. But yeah, Deacons, I bought a gimbal and for my phone, and I'm going to start doing like IRL streams and stuff too, which I think could be a lot of fun. Hey, Rue, what's up, dude? How you doing? Things are going good. I'm out here sort of on the grind again. I feel like I'm pushing the stone back up the hill where Sisyphus all over. I was getting very close to the top, and now it's rolled back down. You know what I'm talking about? So now I'm starting from the bottom, but damn, I love the process, man. I live for pressing that stone up that hill, dude. You know what I mean? It is good, dude. How good is it, dude? If it wasn't for that stone, I'd you know what I'm talking about, dude? I need that stone. Gotta let it roll back down once in a while. They are really smooth, dude. I'm excited. It's on the way now. It's like the DJI Osmo 6 or whatever, the Osmo Mobile 6 or whatever it's called. I've seen good reviews about it. It has like good face tracking and all that. I want to do like going out to restaurants and like talking about food and stuff because I obviously love food and all that. So I thought it would be a cool thing to do. I'm going to go to SubasaCon this weekend, stream from there, dude. Doing a little cosplay this weekend, fellas. Going to cosplay a little. I'm going to buy like $500 worth of scratch-off tickets and just scratch them all off on stream too, you know? That could be a fun one. Just a lot of really cool stuff. Slightly more time. See, I can do color grading for photos. I've done some really good photo edits before using, what's it called? Lightroom. But I just, like, I feel like the video editing, there's too many different things. I feel like that there's not, like, just a slider for the things that I want there to be anymore when it comes to video editing. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just haven't looked into it for long enough. I mean, like, we're talking the last time that I was effectively trying to color grade video was 3 years ago or something, when I was shooting with like a Canon SL3 and like trying to make vlogs and do all kinds of wacky shit that I probably had no business doing, dude. You guys ever try to start vlogging and then you realize that your life's not very interesting? Like, that's what I did when I first started vlogging, where I was like, oh shit, I don't do anything. I don't leave this house, bro. Like, I can't vlog about this every day. It's like, yeah, today I like made instant coffee and like scrambled some eggs, and then I like sat on the couch for a long time, like an amount of time that makes people worry about me. I looked at my phone, and then I finally disconnected from my phone, and then I went upstairs, and I thought about taking a shower, but I didn't. And now I'm like really greasy and like feel kind of dirty, but I feel like it's too late for me to take a shower. It's like not a good vlog, you know? Even the free version is amazing. I might check it out, dude. Okay, that explains that the captain has a similar experience. I really just... How much is the story good in this game? I just cannot care about story, dude. quality polished crystal. Cool. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it pushing. There's people looking for group out here, dude? Interesting. Or Stella Fields. Starlight Stones ritual. Indeed. I hate the music changes, dude. There are little things that bug me about this game. I think it has to do with some of my sensory issues, you know? Like, honestly. Like, the music cues, the voices that were going on was really, really irritating to me. Story's kind of mess so far. Good to know. I'll skip it. I will skip it and not care. I think we should do a challenge series where I try to play Final Fantasy XIV and actually pay attention to the story. And, like, we make up quizzes. We, like, go and take quizzes about the storyline for the places that I'm at, and I have to answer correctly in order to be able to move forward, or else I have to go back and, like, study back up on the story. And I try to stay in it because I really hate Final Fantasy. I don't hate Final Fantasy XIV. I like Final Fantasy XIV. The gameplay's nice. The class, the section of it, the way that you can change the classes of your character, that's really, really nice. I enjoy the way the cities are set up. I like the graphics. I like the stylizing of everything. I think Final Fantasy, like, artwork is some of the best in the fantasy genre. But man, it's just like... It's like 400 hours of a storyline that I'm like, bro, can we speed it along, dude? I want to fight the in-game bosses. Get me to where the people are. And people are like, that's the best part. I'm like, I don't believe you. It can't be. This can't be the best part. The ERP has to be the best part, dude. Let me talk dirty with sexy cat girls who are actually boys in real life. Come on, you know? There's always something to vlog about. I disagree, Devin. Honestly, though, I did do like 27 days in a row of vlogging or something. And, yeah, you can find something to do it about. But, you know, it's kind of, you know, whatever. I will probably be playing New World. Yeah, I probably will. Yeah, it seems like this thing that I would do. It just seems like what I would do. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be exciting. I've never played it before. I have no idea what it's like, you know? If it's something like this game, I think I'll like it. I might get it for PC. I might get it for PlayStation. I might get it for both. Who knows? Is it going to be cross-plat? Did the Watch Captain really believe you? You're amazing, brother. How did you do it? Tell me your secret. Possessing a black heart from Paws of the Spider. Is this what that says? Is this all? This isn't enough. Goblin's always writing 3 phrases, but the last phrase is torn off. I think this is a setup. Come on, we must alert the Watch Captain. Oh no, that's not good. What do we do? At this rate, when the Watch Captain won't be able to... Oh wait, One-Eyed Hawk will know what to do. Hinson Pillar, the former Watch Captain. Okay, cool. Let's go talk to him then. I now have enough stuff to craft a new weapon. That'll be exciting. I need a new sword really bad. This one's ugly. And that is how I play video games, fellas. That's it. That's the thing. This sword's ugly. Need a better one. Loop back around and rejoin a guild I did hardcore WoW with? Really? All right. So you're like people are really getting into this game then. Like the communities are coming around. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back. I'm not even gonna turn the microphone off. I'll just leave it on. I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. You can listen to me piss. I don't care. What are you up to? Just laying in bed? Processing? Oh no. This sucks. It's so loud. This sucks. It's loud and obvious. It's really loud. That's true. So have I talked to you guys about how I've just basically forgotten how to be a YouTuber at this point? Like, have we had this conversation yet? But I have no idea anymore. By the way, my guy I think he really looks like me, dude. Like, this is really close to what I look like. He's more handsome, but like, yeah, it's a KMMO. Obviously, he's going to be more handsome. Let's see. You're currently on deployment. They have a console-specific service, but they also have cross-platform service. Oh, that would be cool. I would definitely play cross-platform service then. And let's see, what kind of work are you typically doing in Rizal? Okay. I'm currently on deployment, so only have a 26... Oh, okay. So they're talking to each other. This is the most insanely fun thing, dude. I just love it. I love being out here. I love hanging out with you guys. It's a good time, you know? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I have the world's most basic PC now, so I've just been running vintage games and low impact stuff like Stardew. Open suggestions. Deacons, you don't have a good PC anymore? That's wild. Yeah, Core Keeper, Deacons. Core Keeper. That's what you should play, Deacons. You would like that game. It's really sick. It's sort of like Stardew Valley, but it's also like a dungeon crawler. It's sort of like Minecraft in certain ways. It's like a 2D top-down game. You can play it with up to 8 people, I think. There's bosses and things in it. It's really wild, dude. You would like it. Are you just sort of like out of video games at this point, Deacons? Is that what your life is moving towards? Is it not like one of your passions anymore? There for a while, I know that you sort of were like, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with video games. I should apply a skill point? Yeah, I might. Just play the game badly. That's what people expect out of me, I feel like. Let's go down here. Okay, how do I apply a skill point? Let's see how I do this again. I don't really remember. P, character info. That's the one. Okay, let's apply my stat points. Let's go with strength. Let's just do 2 in strength for now. We'll move on to dexterity at some point, but for now, let's do that. And then let's go to my actual skills. Is it in Codex? No, where is it? Skills. There it is. K. Okay. That's a very K MMO thing to have skills be on K. Terraria is really good, dude. I think you'd enjoy it. Word, I'll be here. Enjoy walking the dogs, Loke. Yeah, dude. I think I do a pretty good job of playing bad. I also think the stream is like latent lately. Like from the time that I say it to the time that you guys get it, it takes a little bit longer. Like I don't know how we could do this, but we should, figure it out somewhere along the way. But it is what it is. Maybe one day every couple of weeks. Really? Bro, what do you do with all of your time, dog? I know you're out there working. I see you out there schmoozing, dude. I see you out there schmoozing. What do you find so enjoyable about the schmoozing exactly? I feel like you've really like switched it up on me, dude. I feel like you're kind of in a whole new vibe now. We got to get acquainted all over again. Maybe this is how you were when we were working at Black Sheep originally. Like, I don't know. But like, I feel like I just see you out there schmoozing, dude. You're always hanging out. You're always doing things. Working at different places. Like, it feels like you got, like, 17 jobs sometimes. Your life seems wild, dude. Exciting, but wild. I mean, nowadays they're doing worse, honestly. Like, Tim says I forgot. I really did, dude. It's honestly like, I kind of know what I'm doing wrong. Like, this is the funniest thing, dude. Like, okay, so just to let you guys like behind the scenes a little bit, right? Like, I kind of know what I'm doing wrong in content creation right now because I was doing it right 2-3 weeks ago, but I kind of don't want to do the things that I know I need to do in order to sort of push the content more again. Like, I need to start making long-form videos that are originals, that I'm actually like scripting and writing and editing and putting together, and I need to take my time to do that while also making daily uploads of the what's it called? The like reaction videos, So there's like, it's very obvious to me what it is that I need to do, but actually getting there and doing it is like such a hassle, dude, Like, I'm not getting paid a lot, guys. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting paid some money, but like, like it's like a lot of work out here, guys. It's like a whole second job that I'm doing. Plus, I've been working on other stuff. I got schoolwork going on. Like, I enjoy streaming. Because streaming's fucking cakewalk, dude. I show up. I talk to a camera. I play some video games. This is just like hanging out with the boys while playing video games. And it pays about the same as hanging out with the boys while playing video games, Like, I know in Guild Wars 2 that when I finish up Heart of Thorns. That'll get like quite a few viewers. Not a lot of people get to see the end of Heart of Thorns every single day. That's like a kind of uncommon thing to have happen. Like, you know, that will be good content. People will show up for that. But like, you know, I should be making long-form original videos about, like, Guild Wars and RuneScape and stuff. I have the know-how to do all that. I think I could put out those videos at this point and get, you know, 50 to 100,000 views on those. But it's like, do I want to? I don't know. Really, Ledger, I would be interesting to see that. I don't know what I would have to give them in order to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I could put out, like, or I could record, like, me doing all this. I just don't know what all I would have to give them. Like, do I just give them a whole batch of footage? Like, just a Google Drive file of just a zip that has, like, like 10, 15, 20 hours of me playing a video game? Like, how would I actually make that happen? Yeah, man, I mean, I'd love to talk to him for sure. I'd love to at least see, like, what the workflow of it would be and all that stuff for sure. But no, it's just, you know, it's just a lot, guys. It's just a lot. Like, you know how it is. Everything is just wild. You were so solitary through the pandemic that you overcorrected a bit. I could see you doing that, dude. I've really settled into this. Like, I like this, dude. This is fun. I'm not so solitary though. You were a little bit further out than I was, so like, you know, I think that sort of added to it. I've sort of like kept myself, you know, as much as I need to. I feel like I like people. Sometimes I don't like people. I like to be myself a lot of times. The internet's a great place to be by yourself with people, you know? Yeah, thank you, Ledger. I appreciate that. That'll be interesting. Cool. Okay, let's first from torn this parchment. Okay, cool. Goblins always perform a special ritual for a major operation, sharing the details to their other members. We might be able to find out what this is all about from the ritual. I want to start looking into Lord of the Rings Online again, by the way. I've been thinking about that game a lot. A lot of people have been talking to me about that game, like just sort of here and there, you know? Did I level up again? Jeez, bro, you level up fast in this game. Acquired 5 new skills, including Gaia Crush. Dude, you get so many skills, too. Grant additional abilities to the skill. Open the main menu. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Bro, you get so many skills. Gaia Crash. Interesting. Okay, and then did I get a spell that I needed to Fireball Barrage? Okay, yeah, we already got that one. Okay, we need to start leveling up some of these skills. I have lots and lots of books. I've been sort of working on them a little bit here and there. What's Gaia Crash? Slams a great sword in a 12-meter long, 3-meter wide area in a selected direction to deal 2. This could be really good, actually. Let me go ahead and pop this up. 23? Bro. For what? For what, bro? Yeah, it's very difficult for sure, Jay. Like there's like a balance to everything for sure, right? Like you have to, you know, because like I want to make a career out of it. Like I want to make money off of it. I want to do the thing. And like I said, I sort of know what's going on. But like you have to be really careful not to like dwell in a niche for too long. For some people that works out really well, but if you look at like Guild Wars 2, like Loranity isn't doing numbers that I think probably pays her bills very well, at least not in any kind of life that that like I would be interested in. Just knowing like what she does versus what I do, and the numbers that she does versus the numbers that I do, and how frequently she uploads and all that kind of stuff. And Loranity's like probably one of the biggest Guild Wars 2 people that there are. Same thing with Mukluk. Mukluk has obviously hit the end of his road as a Guild Wars 2 person, at least being full-time in Guild Wars 2 only. And all of his other videos that he uploads do like 1,000 to 2,000 views per thing. So like it's really deadly to some degree to like stick in a niche completely. Like even Asmon did not stick in a niche. He started breaking out eventually, but it's difficult to know when the time to break out is and when the time to try other things are. You know what I mean? Like the niche definitely suffers a little bit, but like, I don't know. I either do it the way I want to or I go down in flames. You know what I mean? That's the way I feel about it in general. Yeah, you definitely go away for too long and then they go. It's, you know, you kind of come back and you do things. It's you know, it is what it is. I'm not super worried about it. I'm more interested in it. I'll be sustainable no matter what. And I'll keep it up no matter what. I'm just kind of like interested to grow my capabilities as a content creator and a streamer right now. Like I feel like that's kind of what I'm being blessed with at this point, right? Is like the time and the audience to be able to sort of see what works and to like put things out there and see what comes back to me and see what you know actually sticks. So that's sort of what I'm focusing on right now, and I plan on working on some content and making some new, more interesting things as time goes on. We'll get there for sure. I'm in a process, right? I'm going through the process, and I'm trusting in the process, and that's what I'm really worried about right now. If I'm being honest with myself, if I'm being honest, that's what I'm worried about. Yeah, dude, 100%. That's the thing, too, is, like, you have to realize that, you know, I heard Just Drive Hay say this one time where he said that, you know, like, you're either making good content or you're playing a game well. You're not doing both. That's not a possibility. Like, you know, you do one or the other constantly. So, you know, it is what it is. Exactly, Rue. Yeah, I think, you know, and like I sort of expect to a degree for like people to come and go as well. Like I expect that as people sort of like see what I have to offer, they'll move on until I have something else to offer, and then I'll catch their attention again. And I kind of expect that like as I catch people's eyes now, like they will always be in the back pocket of my audience, right? Like they might go away for a while, but if I make something that's truly good, I will probably have access to at least their eyes for a minute so they can see if they're interested in the new thing that I make. So what I probably need to do is just like kind of work in that direction. I'm not super worried about it. Like I said, I'm having a good time. I'm having fun out here. I'm sort of excited about my life currently. I'm about to have some good stuff happen to me. So like, you know, I'm not super worried. Do I know anything about creating apps? I've had an idea I wanted to talk to you about. Creating apps is like not super difficult nowadays, but also like not as easy as you would think that it is. It's not quite like creating a piece of like a web application or something. There's a little bit more that goes on to it. But yeah, I mean, like we could talk about that for sure. I could probably like point you in the right direction. I could probably like work on something for you. Web applications aren't that hard to make, and that's like what my next set of courses are about, is making web applications. Couldn't send messages on Discord, assuming it has to do with privacy settings. Word. Do you have me added as a friend request, or as a friend? I'll add that and check that request. I appreciate it, Jay, for real. I'm also kind of like alienating my audience a little bit in general right now because I just don't have time to be on the Discord or like talking to people. And there's so many people who like message me about like, hey, I play EVE Online and I'd love to tell you about how to play EVE Online, or like, hey, you know, I do this thing and I'd love to talk to you about how to do this thing. Like that comes up all the time now for me, and I just don't have the time to give those people the attention that they deserve. And I think to a degree that sort of alienates people as well, you know? Cool, I'll add you, Ledyard. Well, I appreciate you, Dylan. Also, Dylan, what's up, dude? I didn't see you here. Welcome. Guys, I miss the Zins, fellas. I miss them. It's really hard, okay? Like, if I had one right now, I'd put it in. It's nutso. It's so different. It's so oddly different being out here without some nicotine going in through my gums, man, you know? I would have never thought that I was doing this to myself. Can I just finish up some of these blue quests? I'm really tired of seeing them on my map. I do not care. Cool, that's done. They give me a lot of stuff. Let's go back to town and craft a weapon anyways. I don't know if town is where I need to go for this. For this next quest. I don't think so. I think it might be back there. I don't know. Let's go back to town, though. I need to go back there anyways. I know I could teleport, but I'm just enjoying the cruise. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you. It does sound really, really intriguing, and I'm very interested in it. Like I said, I'm just like, I'm so caught up in games, dude. There's just like so many things I want to do. It's going to take me decades to work through everything that I want to do on YouTube, if I'm being really honest. Like, I keep having my attention drawn in 1,000 different places, and like, it's just hard to decide what the next thing to do is sometimes. But that's like part of the process as well, and I think that that's part of the journey that I enjoy, and it just kind of is what it is. Like, I'm not, this isn't me complaining by any stretch of the imagination. I'm very happy to have this sort of like thought going through my head about stuff, but I am just kind of like, I don't know what to do next. The EVE Online thing is definitely something that I want to explore at some point, but I don't know. I feel like EVE Online is a place that I need to figure out a different way of telling a narrative before I can actually do EVE Online. Like, I don't feel like EVE Online will be good to do reaction videos to and to stream. I don't think that's what EVE Online will be good for. I think there's going to be some other kind of way of telling my stories about EVE Online that I just like haven't put my finger on yet, and that's what I'm waiting for, I think. 100%, Jay. And I feel like, the popping off thing is really interesting because when you show up first and no one knows who you are, everyone's really interested in you. Everyone wants to sort of see what you're doing. And as you keep moving forward, people kind of already have the concept and the idea of who you are. So they're like, I don't want to watch his stream tonight. But earlier on, they're like, oh, well, I have no idea what his streams are like, so let's experience one of them. And, you just kind of like, you just keep going. I think that's the thing is, I heard, Dr. Dre said it one time, right? Where he said, like, anyone can get it, but keeping it is something that only a few people can do. And it's like, yeah, dude, you gotta figure that part out. That's the hard one. Everything else is simple. Okay, let's craft some accessories. Cool. Okay, she gave me the stuff to make an accessory. Necklace of foreskin. Necklace of endurance. I keep dying a lot. Let's see is that the one? No, vitality is the one that I would want for that. Mana regen, max health. Let's get this one then. Okay, that's done. Finishing up some of these quests. Stan was heavy into EVE. I could see him liking EVE. I'm very interested in it. It looks really cool. It's just there's a lot going on there. A lot going on there. I can't remember what fractals they were. I think like everything in tier 1 I think we did, honestly. I think by the time we were done there were no more fractals for us to do. No, that didn't say the necklace of foreskin, dude. Would I say that? Does that sound like something that I would say, dude? Me? Little old me saying something like that, brother? Crazy. You must be hearing things. You should get your ears checked, bro. Yeah, I really want to do more interviews. I've thought about like there's some, like I said, there's some little, so I'm sort of at a point where I would call it like, okay, have you guys ever played an MMO and you know that you could probably start doing some harder content, but you're just kind of nervous about stepping out on that ledge to start doing that harder content? That you know it's going to take more from you than just showing up and kind of zoning out and doing whatever it is you feel like doing in the moment. And you realize there's going to be some focus and it's going to be a little bit less of just a jaunt and more of a thing that you'll have to put effort into. I feel like I'm at that point with YouTube right now. Like, I kind of want to reach out to Settled or something. Settled and Jimmy and all these other people and just send them the Chris video and be like, I made this video. I would love to make more of it. I understand if you're not interested, but just to be on your radar, for, like, if you'd be interested in doing this in the future as my channel grows, like, is there a point of which you would be willing to do it? Those kinds of questions. And like, have interviews with these people over that. And I'm just like nervous about sending that email. You know, I'm nervous about doing these things that I think would probably be good for the channel to some degree. And I'm coming up on the time of which I think I'll be ready to do that, but I'm just like waiting for that. You know what I mean? Waiting for that moment to hit me, to feel inspired enough to send off that email. Hey, what's up, Bon? How you doing, man? What have you been up to? Okay, let's see what I'm doing here. I'm looking for the weapon crafter because I want to make a new sword. Equipment merchant, weapon crafter. I feel like I'm really getting acquainted with this game early on, honestly. Like, I feel like it has a very, like, these are things that crafting a weapon is something I would never do in another video game. I would just try to buy something. Okay, let's see what is the best. Okay, Legionnaire Greatsword is the max damage. Why does it do less than... Okay, so that one's actually the same attack speed. This one's a little bit slower. Max health plus 900. This gives me higher stun chance and higher strength. This is more tanky, which could be good for me right now. Let's go ahead with this. Why not? Legionnaire Greatsword. We'll check it out. I have the stuff to make it, right? I sure do. Let's go ahead and craft it. And let's put this sword on. Let's go ahead and put this necklace on too. Where did that sword go? There it is. Boom. Look at that, guys. We got the claymore. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Okay, let's go to the armor crafter and see if I can find a better plate body. This one's ugly as hell, dude. I still need more stuff to be able to make the better plate body. Ooh, that looks so good, though. I want that. I'll have to get the stuff for that. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. Your legs hurt. Are you still helping people move, dude? That's nuts, dude. And I think, like, you know, all these things, to get to a much deeper point of humanity that is sort of difficult to talk about for a lot of people, these kinds of things are systemic in some way of your life and the way that you live. And it's really difficult to sort of explain what I'm saying here, but I'll do my best. I would not have been ready to do what I'm doing now prior to me being ready to do higher level raid content in MMORPGs. The person that became capable of doing those things was the same person that became capable of doing the YouTube stuff and putting myself out there and you know, letting people sort of, you know, say negative things to me on the internet and all of that. Like, this is all the same style of development, right? Like, the guy who became okay with looking like a fool in front of people in a video game also became okay with looking like a fool in front of people on YouTube. And these are all, like, similar character developments. And I always think it's really interesting because people have this weird concept in their head where they think, oh, just do the thing. Just do it. That's all you have to do is do it. And I don't know if I have more sensitivity to the type of situation or something, but I'm more aware that people can't just do something. They have to be ready to do the thing, and growth takes a long time for some people. And so whenever I hear someone say, oh, you know, I've played WoW for a year and a half and I've never hit level cap, I think to myself, that's nuts, dude. I hit level cap over the course of, you know, 3 weeks. But maybe you're just not at the point to where that pathway is obvious for you. Maybe you're just in a different place with all of that. Maybe that's just not where your adventure is taking you. And I think that has to do a lot with the whole YouTube thing as well. You know, it's about where your adventure is taking you. It's about what your journey is about. It's about you being you and experiencing life in the way that you want to experience life and showing people that, you know. Having a good time. Are you almost done at least, Bion? This has been going on for like a week, I feel like. Okay, what am I doing now? I've gotten everything I wanted. I have the cool sword. Like a sword that doesn't look like stupid idiot sword now. That's dope. If I can just start doing more of these quests. There's so many quests, dude. Retrieve the scattered instructions. Let's do this. There's a bunch of them, dude. Prelude Island of the Starborn. You can choose your final reward. Oh, what do I need to do here? Oh, cool. These are dumb hats. I do not like them. I do not like them, Sam I Am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Okay. Oh, good. I could have gotten this sword without crafting it. That's awesome. I'm dumb. It's okay, though. I can get the staff, right? Yeah, that'll be good. We'll claim that. Staff upgrade. Beautiful. This one is completed. Is it not? Okay. We'll reward. I've completed all these rewards already. I guess we'll just take this. I don't like these, but we'll take it. Okay, well, looks like we're doing fine then. I can choose my reward here. What reward? I don't understand. Oh, this one. Okay. Dylan, 100%, dude. I mean, I had the exact same thing. I didn't start going to school again until about 2 years ago or so, and like, I just wasn't ready. Like, I could tell that I wasn't. I could feel that my brain hadn't matured to the point that I would be capable of showing up and doing the things that I needed to do and not having meltdowns and freaking out. I mean, you know, when I was younger and I would go to school, dude, I would just miss like 4 days of class, and then I'd be like, well, I might as well never try at school ever again. And that just was so bad, you know? Level it up. See, I like this stuff. People want to talk bad about this game because they're like, there's too much gambling in it. It's like, no, dude, this is the good stuff. They're like, oh, when you get higher level, your success rates are so low that it's ridiculous. It's like, you've never played MapleStory, have you, dude? When you get higher level in MapleStory, you have a 10% chance of success, a 70% chance of failure, and a 20% chance of destroying the equipment altogether that you've already spent billions of mesos on, dude. Like, it is intense just every moment where you're like, do I want to get stronger or do I want to reset all of my progress? Like, am I willing to take that chance? Cool. Okay, that's done now. Quality weapon growth stone. I might as well keep using this. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but like, I'm just gonna, let's just keep. Ooh, we got a good one. Yeah, dude, I don't mind the microtransactions, but I'm not going to buy the microtransactions probably. This is the real interesting thing. It's like, people are like, well, you know, you're going to have to buy microtransactions if you want them to be like, ooh, I got my little, look at this. Where's he at? Yeah, look at my little dude. I got a little penguin guy. Bro, I love it. It's a good game. It's fun game, dude. Yeah, it just depends on how much. Yeah, at least in this game, you don't boom your items, dude. You know, y'all should play MapleStory. Like, that's what people just are so negative about game systems that aren't the way that World of Warcraft did it. It's like, dude, you can have gambling systems in video games. It's totally cool. This one's not targeted at children, so it's even better, you know? Like, I don't mind that. Do I always want to play it? Do I always want to be stressed out about whether or not I'm going to roll the dice the best way possible? No. But I enjoy doing it while I'm doing it. Like, it's so strange that people are like, this is a bad game because I don't personally like it. And it's like, that's cool, dude. Maybe you should look into, like, having a younger brother or something and experience what that's like, because right now you're kind of being very self-centered. Like I said, a lot of MMO players have this tendency of like, I want new game to fail. And it's like, why do you want new game to fail? And they're like, because it's not good. And it's like, okay, do you think this game that's successful is good? And they're like, no. And it's like, okay, well, maybe this is about you and not this game, you know? Like, maybe you have something going on here. I have no idea if it's impacting the PvP. I really haven't gotten the PvP whatsoever. Yeah, what do you want to study? Dude, Dylan, I totally feel that. One time I wrote in a rap song, like I was just like listing off flexes about my life, and one of them was I can afford to go to college. And what I meant by that wasn't that I physically had the money in the bank. That wasn't the flex. The flex was I can afford to go to college and still like pay my bills, because it's a huge time sink, dude. Like you are like, you cannot really underestimate how much time it's going to take, and like to be successful in college while paying your bills, that's a hard thing to do, dude. I get that totally. When the time's right, man, you'll know the time's right. Don't push yourself too hard, you know? You have plenty of time. You're, I'm sure, very young in comparison to what, you know, old age actually is. Oh yeah? What are you doing right now, Dylan? We can gossip about your employer if you want. What do you hate them for? Are they like shaking up soda cans and putting them in the fridge? I also have awful luck, Byron. I have some of the worst luck ever in video games, and that's what cracks me up. Dude, the other day, on a 70% success chance, I lost 14 upgrades in MapleStory on a row, dude. It was statistical anomaly to the max. It's like rolling a nat 1 over and over and over again, dude. It was amazing. I do watch Pirate Software a little bit, but I don't like watch his streams all the way through or anything. I've seen clips of him. I know who he is. I like him. I quote him occasionally. But I've watched him a little bit. Why? What's up? Is there a clip? Is there a clip? Plus on campus jobs, etc. Yeah, Luke's right. You might want to look into it. It might be the time. You have no idea, you know? Contract coins to buy goods from contract coin merchants. Castledon is the closest, so speak of the local contract coin vendor. Cool. Okay. Okay, let's work on getting to here, actually. There we go. Oh, wrong way. No, that took way too much out of me. It's okay. Is this not a great sword that I'm wielding right now? Are you for real? Hold on. Is this not a great sword? You gotta be absolutely kidding me. It's a great sword. So why can't I use these skills? Oh, because I equipped... Of course. Of course. Of course. P. There we go. Okay. I was like, why am I not doing this? You think me and him are kindred spirits? I could see that. I think he and I have similar thoughts about life in general. He's lived a much cooler life than I have, that's for sure. I'll tell you what, I'm kind of getting into this game, I gotta say. Like, it's starting to get good, dude. It's starting to get really good. For a call center right now, I'm actually working right now. Oh, yeah? That's kind of nice, though, dude. You're kind of hanging out, you know? Something email today saying that all the people that lost power from Helene have until 10/10 to return to work or they'll be fired. Bro, that's crazy. They shouldn't be legally allowed to do that. I'd be filing lawsuits. It's a pretty good sword. It's not a great sword, but it's pretty good. I haven't even tried any of these new skills. Oh, smack, bro. Hold on, let me kill this goblin agitator real quick. He's showing off the plans. Smacked him, bro. There we go. Take that secret goblin document. Company out the CEOs that they have stuff at small company. Ooh. Sounds like you're doing some really interesting stuff. So do you work for like an editing company then, Ledger? Is that what you do? Yeah, Rue, I feel like you're always being lied to about the rates of gambling in video games, period. Like, I don't feel like the rates in real life are the same as the rates in video games. I feel like they're always skewed lower than what they tell you they're skewed. Me personally, that's what I feel. Is that true? I don't know. That's what it feels like all the time. It could be just bad luck. Yeah, Dylan, I had a similar situation with my employer before COVID, like when COVID happened, where I was like, oh, these people don't care about me. I'll never work for them again. So I just haven't. I should really not go with that combination. Why? I don't want to use dagger. I'd rather use something else and greatsword. But yeah, I don't care about staff dagger. It just doesn't interest me. Daggers are lame. Why would I want little pussy swords? You know what I mean? Is that cool? Can I say that word, guys? You guys cool with that? I'm sorry. That's pretty cool, Ledger. How did you start this business? I'm assuming you started this business. How'd you like start all this? What up, Girth? What's up, dude? Old Girthworm out here, dude. That's a great name. Love that name. I watched a documentary on the Castle Bam from Viva La Bam last night. It was pretty good, dude. It was pretty interesting. Bam kind of sucks. Like, I really dislike his personality to a degree, but it does seem like he's had a pretty fun life. No, I mean, I haven't noticed anything, Girth. I've been having a good time. I'm enjoying the game. I'm like level 15, 16. I'm trying to push to like into 30 or so tonight. We'll see what happens, but I'm having a good time. I'm used to games like this. I've played Genshin. I've played KMMOs. I play MapleStory regularly, dude. Like, I'm deep in MapleStory right now. So like, you know, I'm not super worried about it. Why is it only those things? There are multiple options. There are builds online for Greatsword Staff. Greatsword Staff don't synergize well. Why don't they synergize well? I wouldn't even say gross human being. He's just like, he was famous too young, and he never outgrew the concept of like he gets to do whatever he wants because he's famous, I feel like. And so it's like an odd personality type. And the people who put themselves around him feel like they're kind of just putting up with him because of what he can offer them. I appreciate that, though. I'm just having a good time playing the game this way right now, honestly. Yeah, I think back then it was less obvious to me because I was a child watching it, you know what I mean? But it's definitely interesting. He's got some for real issues, for sure, like mental issues that he probably needs to work on. And I don't know if he ever will, but, you know, he's had an interesting life. Like, definitely looking back at all the things that he did, it's very cool. That's really cool, Ledger. That's like really sick. I sort of am like working towards a vein of content creation that is similar as well, but it's kind of, you know, not like that kind of stuff. Commercial is definitely like a whole other thing. Like you really hit into a different market altogether. I feel like you need significantly better gear to get into commercial work for stuff like that. Like I feel like your cameras go from being $500 to being $2,000, and your gimbals go from being $100 to $700. You know what I'm saying? You should check it out, Girth. It's free. Just log in. Just play it. It's good. Yeah, I mean, they were all paid actors. Like, his parents didn't actually live there. There was definitely, like, a lot of it that was meant to be. But, like, you can see a lot of that kind of behavior in him in general. I'm trying to think of something in particular that he said last night that kind of made me go, like, that's who Bam Margera is, huh? Now listen up, the ritual's starting. Cool. Do I have to do something here? Just he'd be like, that's what happens when you're drinking whiskey and snorting Adderall, or something like that, like as if he thinks that's a cool thing to gloat about when he's in his 40s. It's just kind of like, man, like, when are you ever going to stop thinking the things that you thought were cool when you were a teenager are cool, you know? When is that going to happen? What do I gotta do? Oh, Use the right goblin dance skill. Okay, so which one was it? That was my bad. It's blue. Okay, so I can tell by the ring, I'm assuming. Cool. His dad kind of liked it, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of clips where his dad was having a good time with it, for sure. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying at a core level, that, like, yeah, probably not, like, the best thing to let your children do. And then, like, I mean, I think really for me, it's, like, about the way that he treated his friends that I felt was just so problematic. And, like, his friends have basically all agreed at this point that that's the truth. So that's something, definitely. Camera gear, it's expensive. I was used to film for a TV hunting program since one of the hunters was somebody I went to school with. So industry contracts and film/videos as well. That's really cool. Yeah, camera gear is definitely expensive. It's like, you know, I've had moments in my life where I've had a chunk of change that I could buy stuff to get started. But I feel like camera gear is one of those things where, like, you start to think of, man, I really need this thing too, though. And you just keep going down this rabbit hole to a point. Like, you know, you start getting in the 12, like, okay, so you want like a high frame camera, right? A high frame camera so that you can shoot in like decent slow-mo costs you around like $1,200. You get to $1,200, it's like, well, I might as well go ahead and start shooting for like a full frame camera then. But then you get a full frame camera and you're like, okay, well, now I don't have high frames again, so I need to go for more expensive. And you just keep pushing yourself like around the clock, you know what I mean? It's really frustrating. Hey, what's up, bro? You trying to go to sleep? We're just hanging out, bro. It's honestly not that bad, Roy. Like, I'm enjoying it a decent amount. I like these kinds of games. So, like, this is up my alley. You know what I mean? This kind of game. Like, I like to not pay attention to the quest. I like to move from exclamation point to exclamation point. I like to do that. Like, it's a very chill experience to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about this stuff, bro. I don't care about Henson, you know? Like, why would I care about Henson? No, it's not my deal. I'm just out here hanging out. I'm trying to get from place to place. I want to level up the character. I want to get cooler looking gear. I want to look pretty. That's my goal. I want to be a pretty man with a big sword. I think it's fine, dude. Honestly, like, I think it's totally fine. Like, if you, this is better to me than Black Desert Online. Wherever that stands in your personal, like, thing, I think that's really important to understand. Is like, your personal preferences for video games have nothing to do with whether or not a video game is good. It has to do with whether or not you like the game, but that's about all that matters. Like, people really have a hard time understanding, like, oh, my feelings about things do not create factual, like, provable things about those things. These are just my opinions. Like, people don't get that, you know? But I think it's good. I'm having a good time playing it. It's fun to sort of zone out to. I've been playing for an hour and a half tonight. I'm like 7 hours into the game right now. It's fun. It's enjoyable. Combat's good, snappy. I'm getting used to it now. Feels nice. Yeah, no, 100%, dude. And like, I think calling it mindless, like, there's such a negative connotation when you use phrases like that. Like, you're really, like, showing your hand a little bit of, like, almost borderline superiority when you say a statement like mindless. It's like, you have to think less, true, but, like, it's not a negative thing that you have to think less sometimes. Not everybody wants to just constantly be, like, super zoned into what they're doing. Like, there's lots of things about RuneScape that are mindless, you know, but, like, that doesn't make it a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? More hands-off at times. Easier to do without having to pay a lot of attention. Let's go ahead and use this skill. Hold on. There's so many of these enemies right here. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. There we go. See, I should have turned and, like, changed my target, but I'm stupid, so I didn't. Am I supposed to be fighting these guys? Activate the magic trap to eliminate the goblins. Dude, if I ever learn how to read the quest log, I will be unstoppable in video games, bro. For real. That's all I have to do is figure out how to stop just assuming that I need to fight everything with my hands. Look, I'll do this and then it'll fix everything. Here we go. I would disagree with you if okay, so here's the thing, Roy. I don't think that the existence of the capability to wail makes the game less good. I think that if all you do is compare your gameplay to other people's gameplay, like you could make the same argument about mods in single-player games, that if a game is set up to allow people to mod or cheat in like Elder Scrolls or like Elden Ring or any of those things, like it devalues what people are doing in their own experience. And I just like disagree with that statement. And I know people are like, but it's online. The game's online though. And I'm like, and? Like, it doesn't change the way that systems work. Like, if you don't, you know, like, it doesn't bother me that there are microtransactions in games that make the game easier if you spend money on those microtransactions. I don't know why it doesn't, but it really doesn't. Like, it doesn't take away from my personal experience at all. And I think that, like, being like, I dislike this game because of a thing that I don't have to interact with is, like, a way to not experience games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's just a way to be like, I didn't ever play this game, so, like... And, like, I don't have to play this game to have an opinion on it. I can just go, well, it has microtransactions, so it sucks. And it's like, like, it feels like you're kind of, like, letting yourself off the hook to a degree. You know what I'm saying? And listen, like, it's fine, but it feels like a certain thing to me, for sure. Where the fuck is this incomplete magic trap, bro? Bro, what the hell? Where is it? I'm like standing in the thing. It's above me, it looks like, maybe? Is it up there? It's up there. Okay, thank God. Thank God, dude. I was like, I need to find this thing. But, like, I can't afford the pay to win. I just don't mind that it's there. Like, I can still play the game. It just might take me longer, but I'm okay with that. I don't want to dump a bunch of money in a game and win. You know what I mean? I think it's like somewhat prevalent, but like it just like it doesn't matter if it was like you could like there is not a level of pay to win in a video game that to me feels like too much. As long as I can get to the end of the game and do everything that everyone else can do, whether it takes me 10 times longer or not, it does not matter to me if there's pay to win in it to any degree. Even if someone today could drop unlimited money into this game and they could be at like the final bosses in the game, they could be better than everyone else, like all that stuff in one day, it does not matter to me if I can still get there. Like, that's totally fine to me. And I think like, and it's because the game is still fun to play, you know? Like, the experience is still good. If they want to pay to not pay the game that they want to be playing, that's totally up to them, you know? Let them do that so I can play this game for free. Because, like, I actually want to play the game. If I can do this right this time. Boom. Hit multiple enemies. I want to turn more that way though when I do it. I have to try it out better. God. timed that dodge a little bit wrong. I think there's something else I need to do. Okay, the Goblin Shaman, right? Sorry, I get so wrapped up in, I love combat in video games so much that I forget that there's anything to do in a video game besides just smack combat buttons. Like, I love queuing into the way of doing it. That's why I like RuneScape bossing so much, is because, like, RuneScape bossing is the ultimate zone out and do combat, like, mode ever. Okay, first of all. Okay, come on. We gotta kill these guys. I gotta get away. And defeat the Gnoller. Which one's the Gnoller? I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. I spent too much time screwing around. We gotta kill this guy first because he's gonna do DPS to us, so I'm gonna die from just sitting here and taking his hits. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna die no matter what. How do I use my potions in battle? Can I use multiple? No, okay. 10% weapon damage. Okay, let's try this out. And he really hit me hard. What's this do? Mana regen. This is health regen. Okay, so he hits me from far too. Let's let him cool off. Roll away from that. Why is it? Oh. Come on, Noah, stop. I forgot. There he goes. We got it. Level 17. Hey, sorry guys, let me look in this. All right, let me see. Let me navigate. Glad to see you are trying Throne of Liberty. Tell me what you think. I think it's good. I'm having a good time. I'm really enjoying playing it. It does devalue certain aspects of the game. You mentioned if you're in previous videos, it devalues, decentralized items, accomplishments, etc. Not necessarily, Mushu. Like, so this is another thing. So, like, people think that because what makes one game good, that has to make every single game good. That's not how it works. Different games have different things on the spectrum that they hit really well. RuneScape will never have flashy, fast, intense combat that like is available from button presses. That's not what RuneScape does. That doesn't make it bad. But Elden Ring has really good combat. That doesn't mean that since RuneScape doesn't have Elden Ring combat that it's not good, right? Like, that's what I think that people really misunderstand and sort of overtake, is that like you can enjoy things about one game and enjoy different things about another game, and it's totally okay to do that. You don't have to like set hard limits in your head for what a good game is and then completely go, well, this game has that thing that I claim that I don't like in it, so now I'm not going to play that game. You don't even know if you like that game. You don't. You have no idea until you play the game. And I strongly make the argument that you have no idea if you like a game until you play enough of it to get past the point that your brain is trying to stop you from playing it. Like, there is a point to where your brain clicks into the game and is like understanding what's going on, and that's like, you know, where you actually know whether or not you like the game. And prior to that, you're just like staring at a wall and like you don't even know what you're looking at yet. You know what I mean? Let me see. Yeah, I know you're not saying my experience isn't genuine. I just feel like people have this really weird outlook a lot of times where they're like so stuck in the thing that they like tell themselves all the time that like there is a whole nother world available to them and they don't like see it. You know what I mean? And like, I don't really do a lot of PvP. I agree with you 100%, Almighty. I also wish that my bars would change so I don't have to have a bunch of different hotkeys and stuff. I feel like I'm going to have to set up a second bar at some point. I have not tried crossbow. I've literally only tried great sword and staff just because they were the two that picked out to me at the very beginning. Pay to win allows for us to have a video game that is less heavily monetized in other ways, and allows for this game to be free in its base form to everybody who can be interested in it, which is a thing that helps out a lot whenever you have a brand new IP that people do not know whether or not they are going to like. Something like World of Warcraft can afford to be, and when it came out even, could afford to be a subscription-based game with nothing else going on in it because it was an IP that was like already loved and enjoyed, right? Something like MapleStory, when it came out, was not capable of being a subscription-based game because nobody knew if they were going to like it or not, you know? Like it was too expensive to run that game. They had to have microtransactions. Like, I don't think they would have survived being a subscription model game. I just don't think they would have. And it's a similar thing with this game currently, you know, where it's like I wouldn't pay for this game. I wouldn't be playing this game right now if it wasn't free. And it wouldn't be free if it wasn't for the fact that, like, it had microtransactions in it. There is definitely a spectrum. It's very, like, this is, like, the thing. The only thing that I want out of a conversation about this is for people to admit that it's not, like, a black and white thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem that a lot of people, like, can't seem to get over is, like, this idea of, like, I'm right, you're wrong. It's like, no. I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm right. Like, I don't think that there is a right or wrong. Like, I think that whether or not you like a game is so driven by your own perspective, like, and what you think about the game. But to say so, it's like saying that this band is bad. It's like, that band's not bad. You don't like them. But, like, they're not bad, you know what I mean? Like, there isn't such a thing as a bad band. There isn't such a thing as a bad game. It's just, like, it can be a poorly designed game. It can be, like, a game that you don't enjoy playing. It can be a game that almost nobody enjoys playing. But if for somebody it's a really important game, like, it's still a good game, dude, you know? Like, it's a game. Someone made it. It's there. You can play it. You can, like, experience it and enjoy it and do what you want to do in it. And that's fine. That's, like, totally fine, EDZ. But also, I don't think you get to, like, say that you understand what a game is if you haven't played it yet. You know what I mean? Like, that's the other part of this equation is people who are like, this game is bad. And I'm like, have you played it? They're like, no. It's like, okay, well, how do you know? How do you know it's bad? Like, really, how do you know? It's like the Christian thing where they're just like, there's a heaven. I guarantee it. It's like, have you seen it? They're like, no. It's like, okay. You don't know. You believe really hard, but you don't know. That's fine, Roy. Like, that's totally fine. But, like, I feel like you have read into other people's concepts about things, and now you are, like, heavily instaunched inside of this position, and and I think you really want to pull me over to your side, but I just don't feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. Like, I like these types of games. Like, I enjoy a grindy KMMO. Not all the time, but I love it. Like, I played MapleStory, I played Mabinogi, I played Dungeon Fighter Online, I've played Vindictus, I played Black Desert Online. I like these kinds of games. And, like, there are good things about them, and none of them have to do with the cash shop. And it's so interesting that, like, the only only thing people can talk about when it comes to this. There's a certain type of person who, like, the only thing they can talk about is the cash shop. And it's like, dude, I have had this same conversation about the cash shop in a video game 1 billion times over the course of my life. I've seen it on the internet 1,000+ times. Like, all it does is, like, obfuscates all of the things about the video game that are actually worth talking about. Like, the microtransactions are not a thing that you're just going to boycott your way out of. Like, they're obviously sticking around and here to stay. And all you do by being like, I will not play a game that, like, that does this, all you're doing is just is blocking yourself out of more video game experiences. But, like, for some people, that's 100% what they want to do, and I totally get that. But it feels vaguely alarming that people, like, find ways to not experience things and then say, like, oh, like, this is the reason that I'm not going to experience it because of, like, these beliefs. And it's just like, this reminds me of Christianity. Like, this is setting off, like, those same kinds of alarms inside of me. You know what I'm saying? I agree that subscription is the best experience. 100%. Like, full stop. I would rather Guild Wars 2 be a subscription-based MMO and me not have to pay for all those DLCs and me not have to buy the transmog tokens and all of that stuff. I would 100% prefer that for sure. But it's not like that. So I have to, like, live in the world where it is the game that it is. And, like, I also feel like if it was a subscription-based game, they would have a much... Okay, so here's the thing with subscription-based games that I've been thinking about recently, right? So in World of Warcraft, there is a total reason to invalidate earlier expansion packs and to make them less important if the only one you're selling is the newest one. Does that make sense? Like, it promotes vertical progression to have a subscription model because it keeps people on a gear treadmill, which keeps them paying a subscription fee and not canceling that subscription fee. And it makes sense to invalidate all of the previous expansion packs because the only one you're currently making money off of is this one. And dude, 400 hours? Like, it's crazy that in the MMO world, we talk about, like, 400 hours as being a short experience in an MMO. In any other game, 400 hours would be like an insane amount of playtime, you know? 0.1% of players account for 85% of cash spent via microtransactions. Never going to boycott away the microtransaction stuff at this point. Pandora's box is open and doesn't shut itself. 100%. Like, I just think that, like I said, you know, like, you're just keeping yourself out of games. Totally, Bion. 100%, dude. So, like, this is the thing. This is perfect. My opinion that I would rather have that game be, like, the way it, like, I would rather it be a sub-based model. Like, Bion is totally right. And, like, obviously, people are willing to play the game the way that it is, and I'm willing to play the game that it is. My preferences don't mean jack shit, brother. Like, they're just the way that I feel about the game. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm just some random guy saying stuff, like, preaching your feelings as if they're gospel is just like, it's like the world is 8 billion of you, and they all have different opinions. Like, your vote is one of those 8 billion, and I think people just have a hard time like turning that wheel in their head, you know? "10 weeks of full-time work, no big deal." Yeah, dude, 100%. No big deal. I've never heard of UFO 50. But yeah, guys, so this is like, you know, these are the things, like, I see comments on my videos that drive me batty because I'm like, dude, I could talk to you about this, like, I could, but, like, I'm going to have to rewrite some things inside of you that you don't understand currently. Like, like, there are definitely people who comment on videos where I'm like, I don't think that you know that, like, the world doesn't revolve around you yet. Like, I don't think that's, like, where you're at yet. And I don't have the time to show you that thing, so I have to just ignore your comment. Like, there are so many, like 4-word comments that I'm just like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, someone commented on one thing, they said, no one likes a negative nerd. And I was just like, so, like, I didn't say this, but in my head I was like, so what are you being by leaving this comment? Like, you're watching a video about a guy talking about a video game, and you're calling him a negative nerd and saying no one likes him. You're a nerd and you're being negative. Like, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, that's such an interesting, like thing that happens all the time on YouTube, where I like see a statement and I'm like, I could unpack this, but I'm gonna get really riled up by it, and like it's gonna take a long time to get to the base of it, you know? Yeah, dude, they're just video games. Like, I don't, like, here's the deal. If you're not going to go make one yourself, like, I just think you just should play that. Like, I don't even know what the purpose of talking about it is. The dollars are all that matters. Like writing the dissertation about it, like, I'm here on the internet playing video games primarily to just like share my experiences and the joys of playing video games with people. And like, I don't get the desire to just like endlessly wax poetic about, like, you know, the this or that and all. I don't know. It's just a weird thing, dude. It's a weird thing people do. It's a weird thing. You know, the dissertations that people write before they leave a video game. I just don't get it. I don't get what, like, possesses a person to think that's like the move, you know? He knows that nobody likes him and is informing the public. Maybe, dude. I don't know. That video is so old, I didn't even know what it was about. I was like, I don't even know what you're commenting. I mean, maybe, dude. Maybe I was being negative. I have bad days, you know? Like, it's hard out here. Yeah, you know, like, you can provide constructive criticism. Not playing the game anymore is, like, the best way to, like... But, you know, like, I think that some people use them not playing a video game as, like, I want this game to fail, and that's what I'm voting for by not playing it. But, like, I think that, like... Man, people have been doing that for so long, and just... I don't know. It's an odd thing. It becomes about morals and all these weird things, and I just don't have these, like, strong moral stances about things that shy me away from playing the content, you know? Like, people have a weird thing about Blizzard nowadays. They're like, I hate that company. I'll never play anything that Blizzard puts out. And it's like, yeah, but now you just don't get to play anything that Blizzard puts out because you've, like, put your foot down in this weird way. And I don't know. I just don't feel that way. I can't help it. 100%, Deacons. It's all just an opinion, bro. It's all just nonsense. These are games, bro. Like, I am a purple wolf running around outside in purple flowers. I have a giant sword and I can shoot fireballs out of a staff. To me, that's fun. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's enjoyable. But to some people, it's not. And I think that's fine, you know? Like, I just don't know. I just don't know. But, like, I feel like people try to make it... It's the same thing with bands, right? Where people try to be like, oh, they only use basic chord progressions. They are a provably bad band. And they try to, like, make you a bad person for liking the thing. And it's like, dude, that's your opinion. That's not fact. Like, you know that, yeah? Like, that is the way, like, you're aware of that? I think that people, you know, people have a hard time with that, for sure. I mean, money from microtransactions goes to paying for the game to stay around, but, like, the company that put up the money for... This is another thing. It's like, that's not how companies work. Like, if it was an indie game, the microtransaction money would go to the devs because the devs would own the game. But the devs don't own the games because they're working for a company, and the company is who owns the game. You see what I'm saying, Roy? Like, I think that there is... you know, there is something to say about that. Like, I have this statement that I say to people a lot. What I think is correct has little to do with how things actually are. And I think that, like, my moral standings, my feelings about the world around me, what I believe to be correct, all those things, just like, that's this thing, and how things are is this thing. And they don't touch. Like, they just don't. Good job, Dog God. Yeah, that's great, man. I like liking things. I really do. I would much rather have my immediate opinion about something be that it's pretty good, rather than my immediate opinion about things be that it's not very good. That's just the way that I feel. Yes, but the system doesn't suck because, like, there is a belief that there's another system that's ready to take its place. I don't think that's real. I think that, like, it's like an overly critical, like conceptually resonant thing for a lot of people that, like, you know, big corporations bad, you know, small little guy winning good. And it's like, yes, obviously, but, like, it's so... Can that happen? I don't know. Like, all of these kinds of things. And, like, I think going through life where you're just constantly disappointed in how the world is around you is, like, a miserable thing to do. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like there is a game that is being played off of people's misery by, like, showing you how bad everything is and getting you to, like, stew on it constantly. And, like, I just don't think it's helpful. Like, I don't think that it's beneficial to the world around us to sit around and stew on negativity constantly, you know? Like, I just don't think that's good. And I think that, like, it's a form of control that people do to us. Because I was that person, you know? I was the 23-year-old who was super, you know, like, against the system and everything, and, like, and it just made me sad and miserable. Okay, Roy, I can agree with you, but, like, stewing on that statement doesn't change that that's happening. It only makes us feel like everything is pointless and vacuous. Like, that's mentally unhealthy to, like, for me to sit around and stew on those things. And, like, it's not going to do anything to stew on those things. All I can do is live a life where I get to start businesses and like, make money, and then, like, I can like, pay people appropriately. "100% Ledger." I also run businesses as well. Wow, it is a game called Modern Media. Very good. Very good. Depends on how big you are. Roy, I think this is a very interesting thing. The government is a business. Like, that's what it does. Like... I sometimes when I'm hearing conversation like this, like, there's so much conversation that I want to have around it, but I just, like, don't think it's, you know, I don't know. Because you seem like the way you're talking, that these are things that you think about a lot and they're very, very important to you. They're, like, core traits of your personality that, like, you believe these things so deeply that, like, it's what you like build your thoughts off of, you know? That's, like, the vibe that I'm getting. Yeah, sorry. I don't tend to get like this. I tend to try to keep these things, like, under, you know, like, this is, like, I don't, maybe we should stop, Roy. I don't want you to feel any kind of way about, like, I don't think that you're not allowed to do these things, I just hope that you're happy, and I have had the same kinds of thoughts that you're having about this stuff, and when I was having those thoughts, I was unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Like, I still have these thoughts. I am like a anarchist punk at heart. That is who I am, man. Like, if I was giving the reins of power, like, to a degree, I feel like I would burn it all to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way that I personally feel. But I also know that, like, in my society, like, I don't get to choose those things, and it's probably for the best, you know? Good. I'm glad, dude. All politicians are bastards. Yeah, dude, I wish there were good politicians. I'm assuming that's what APAB means. I wish there were good politicians. I think that, like, running for power is a character defect for sure. Like, it tells me something about you, definitely. I'd snap the fingers twice. You mean like Thanos snapped them? Maybe. %, Roy. And I feel the same way about life as well. Like, I feel like, you know, the all we can do is just sort of, like, reward the people that we think deserve it most, you know, and just, like, keep doing things. It's, you know, it is what it is. I don't know. Like I said, how does this game compare? I have not played New World. I literally have no idea. You know what I mean? But no, I don't know. I feel, you know, I don't know. To a degree, like, I want to make everyone happy. I want to, like, spread the joy out in the world. You know what I mean? That's all I want. Like, I just want to, like, give people the avenues of it. I don't want to make people feel, you know,
Legion secretly
upset
visited
because
the
they're
resistance soldiers
playing a
at the
game.
observatory, offering a huge reward for aid in stealing gems from the goblins. The soldiers, who were suffering through a famine, were overwhelmed with temptation. All but 3 of them left the camp. While the guards were away,
Yeah, I feel like business people, you know what they want. They want to make money. That's, like, their goal. You know what I mean? For politicians, it's like, I have no idea what they want, honestly. I mean, if I had to make a guess about politicians, what I would probably say is that they are people who are, like, sociopathic. They really want attention, at least most of the time. And they haven't found a way to be successful getting attention any other way but through politics. If I had to make a guess. Like, I just can't think of any other reason that you would go through all of that just to, you know, like, collapse your so-called morals and to change them constantly, you know? And it seems very odd. I get that someone has to do it, and I'm glad that there are people out there doing the politician thing, but, like, I do not trust what they're saying to me ever. No, I feel that, Roy. 100%. Yeah, 100%, dude. I feel that. I agree with you, man. That was probably, like, a gross overstep of me to say that, for sure. I, you know, went into argument mode, definitely, 100%, and that's, you know, something that I am now feeling bad about a little bit, to a degree, that I, like, had an argument, or not even an argument, but you know what I mean, like, got hyped up about a statement that I was making on stream like that. It's not something I really want to do or be as a person, but it happens sometimes. I'm a very enthusiastic type of person, and I think, like, you know, you have to understand too that, like, I know nothing about you. Like, I don't even know what your real name is. When I think of you, I think of that like Kenan Thompson, like, meme icon that you have. Like, you know all of this stuff about me when we're conversating, and, like, I'm trying to imagine your personality from like the breadcrumbs that I've gotten to put it together. And so like trying to conversate about those things with that, you know, in that sort of situation is like difficult. But like you also need to realize that I don't know who you are. Like, do not take anything that I say about you as a damnation on yourself as a person in any kind of way, because I know so little about all of you. Like, you are just screen names and personality traits that I have noticed as we've conversated. That's literally it. I don't know where people live. I don't know what their house looks like. I don't know what their body type is. I don't know most of these people's gender. Like, I don't know anything about any of these people usually. I don't know what their day-to-day looks like. I don't know if they drink coffee in the morning or if they drink tea. Like, I don't know anything about these people, you know? But I recommend a game called Core Keeper. I literally recommended this to someone earlier. I haven't played it yet, but I really want to get Core Keeper. I need to get there so bad, honestly. Thank you, Mushu. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, totally. I'm not trying to apologize for it. I just like, I don't want to make someone feel bad, you know? And I'm really good at that sometimes. Like, I can say really fucking hurtful things because that's like, you know, I'm defensive a lot of times for whatever reason. Going German because I also didn't raise my voice. Dude, I raise my voice so much. I'm such a loud person anyways. Tiff all the time is like, can you like be quiet or you're hurting my ears? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I can't help it, dude. It makes me feel bad, you know? Like I feel like offended or something. I'm like, oh, I like being loud. But I get it, you know? It's not for everybody. It's an house. Well, I'm glad, dude. 5'11", 185 white dude with a short hair around here. We probably have a very similar body type, honestly, Dylan. I'm like 6'1" and 195 in there. Yeah. Roy, I think the question that I would have for you with the description of your personality that you gave me in that first message is, are you empathetic towards those people, or are you looking down on those people? Like, that's the real question that I have about you as a person, I think. Because, like, I can't tell a little bit. Like, are you aware that like it's not their fault probably that they have these issues, and that like systemic things aren't like the cause of a single person making the decisions, or like do you feel like people just aren't trying very hard and it's like that's the problem? English breakfast blend with a splash of milk and a teaspoon of honey. Good. Okay, word. I also like English breakfast tea. I'm more of a coffee guy through and through. Like, if I had to add up the days that I had coffee versus the days that I had tea, coffee would win out for sure. But I do like tea. I grew up drinking hot tea. My mom made it a lot. Patchy ginger beard. I'll do. That's fine. Look, I was blessed with good facial hair genetics. I also have the hairiest asshole you've ever seen in your life, dude. It's disgusting. We'll try to etch, like, dude, I don't know if it's like, I don't know. Like, this is, you know, this is like that thing. This is like that bridge where, like, we might have a slight, just like, I don't feel like it's my job to push anything on anyone else. I feel like I have tried to do that enough over the course of my life that I realize that it is always a failure. That, like, educating people is a choice of the person being educated, not a choice of the person doing the educating. And you just sort of have to live in the world to a degree. And in those moments where you actually get to affect something, you make the decision that you want to be making in that moment. That's what I think life is. Like, I do not think it's a thing for you to, like, exert yourself onto. And, like, I feel like there's a lot of people out there who just really want to exert their thing on people, you know? You've never had a coffee a day in your life, dude? Dude, it's so good. Why be tired? Be wired. You know what I'm talking about? Built like an orangutan, long arms, long legs. I have a friend like that too. One of my best friends is built like an orangutan, dude. Military for 9 years, something allowed to grow facial, then it'd be patchy red. That would be shitty, but you know what? It could be worse, man. You could have only been able to grow like the Hitler mustache. That could have been really terrible. I have terrible posture. Like, I'm getting better at it now, but like, dude, my posture is so bad. A mushroom tea? I have been interested in that because I've like been interested in like lion's mane and chaga and everything, and I haven't tried any of it yet really, and I would be interested to try out like a mushroom tea for sure. I like mushrooms. I literally had a mushroom quesadilla earlier today. Dude, I love coffee and yogurt. Dude, that's crazy, Bion. I think coffee is like a universally great smell. I'm really surprised that you don't like it. What is it about those smells that bother you, if you don't mind me asking? That's very interesting. I'm remembering here that one time on TikTok, I had this conversation with this kid. I made some video and like the thread went on forever. And he kept just like, and by the end of it, he was like, so then what do you want me to do then? And I was just like, I mean, like, live your life, have a good time, enjoy the things that you do, and like try to build something that allows you to like enact what you want in the world, you know? Live life. Get out there. Do the thing. Where the fuck is this place, dude? Coffee flavored YoPlay? Dude, he's gonna have such a problem. His Brian will not like that at all. I gotta go up. It's way up there. How do I get up there? I like water. Don't get me wrong. Like, water is good. But, like, I feel like there for a long time I drink so much water, dude. I was drinking probably, like, I don't know, my body weight in ounces every single day, if not more, like multiple gallons of water, like 1.5 gallons of water a day. And sometimes I just want like a pleasure drink, you know? So like, I like that kind of stuff for sure. I'll drink a lot of like the like Crystal Lights and stuff like that, you know? I like to have a little flavor here and there. You know, I'll take some negativity from it, you know? I'll take a little bit of kidney damage or whatever. Is incredibly sensitive. Strong drinks and lots of dairy products trigger a fight or flight response. I could see that you're like, I know exactly what you mean by it triggers a fight or flight response, because I was in Walmart today and there was a person that their smell triggered a fight or flight response to me. Not like to be mean to the person, but just genuinely like I smelled them and I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Just like very like intense. And I was very like, I need to be out of this now. So I totally get what you mean. It's interesting. You hate chocolate and coffee? I'm not gonna kill you, man. That sounds awful, you know? Like, those things are really good. I have some orange flavored chocolate downstairs with almonds in it, and it is freaking amazing, dude. Like, really good. Water is fish piss? I've never heard it put quite that way, but yeah, I guess at some point water is like, I mean, like, I'm probably drinking, like, the water that I'm having right now probably was someone's piss here at some point, right? Biome, that's something people train for a long time, dude, just so you know. Like, using your sense of smell to like check food is something that I do as someone who's cooked a lot over the course of my life, and that's taken me a long time to get there. That's wild, dude. Good job. You got one of the super senses, bro. I mean, it's miserable in a lot of ways, I'm sure, but you got one of the super senses, definitely. Fish piss is what I put in my plants. Do you use fish tank water to water your plants? That's not a bad idea. That's actually really nourishing for them a lot of times. Scooby-Doo has nose, indeed, dude. Patchouli. Oh, dude, I don't like patchouli at all, honestly. That's not one of my favorite scents. I've never liked patchouli. How many fully dotted quintuplet quarter notes fit in a bar of 1716? Okay, so 16 gets a single one, fully dotted quintuplet quarter notes. Oh, I don't know the answer to that question. That's a terrible question, honestly. That one, even if I worked that one out, I would have like a 10% chance of getting it right. It would take me paper to work out this question. That's an insane question. I'm gonna fish fist. What do you drink, Cajun? What do you drink? Also, Cooper, are you Cajun? Because Cajun are some of my favorite people in the world. You drink water, of course. Okay, well, fair enough. Some people only drink soda, dude. You know, like Asmon's one of those people. He doesn't drink water, you know? There's that one guy who believes that you don't need to drink water, period. And he sounds thirsty all the time. It's crazy, bro. We only have a saltwater aquarium, or else I would also be super down for that. I don't think the plants like the saltwater, maybe. I'm not sure. You are Cajun? Dude, I love Cajuns, dude. Y'all are sick, bro. The culture of Cajun people is awesome. I love that accent, dude. How'd you feel about what's his name? Did you see the... God, I can't think. Wait, hold on. What's this? Wait, hold on. What's this? I need to read what this is before I do this. Come on, let me think. Gambit, the new Wolverine and Deadpool movie. The Cajun accent that what's his name? I know him. He's from the same state that I am. Did you see that? How did you feel about that Cajun accent? That cracked me up, dude. I was quoting that forever. Lafayette, Louisiana. Dude, that's sick, bro. That's sick. I have one of my good friends is from Louisiana. And it's so, like, you know, I've been around it a lot. I love it, dude. I love accents. I love the way people sound when they speak. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people think that I'm sort of making fun of people whenever I do accents, but I just love feeling that feeling in my mouth, like the way it must feel to talk with Channing Tatum. Thank you, Tiff. The way that it must feel to, like, have all, it just feels so good, dude. You know, British accents, like, you guys just sound so cool, bro. I feel like I have the most boring, straightforward, like, lame accent ever, and I'm never allowed to change this accent or else people will call me out on it, you know? Dude, you have to go see this, dog. You have to go see this. He's like, it's really fun. Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself out here. You know how long I've been waiting for this? It's so good. It's so bad, obviously. But, like, it's so funny to watch him do that in that Gambit suit and, like, the bravest actor of all time to do the Cajun accent, bro. Like, it's such a hard one to do. There are so many little nuances in the Cajun accent. It's, like, brutally difficult to try to imitate it. It's like the Australian accent. Like, you can get it for a phrase, but, like, there are so many, and it's this way for all accents. It's not so much about the way you say words as much as it is, like, the kinds of words that you'll say in that accent. Like, British people, like, what's some really good examples of some things, of, like, phrases that British people would say that aren't, like, cliche phrases, but just, like, you know, settled or sorted. Sorted is a really great word. Sorted is a word that British people would say that American people would never say. Like, that's sorted, you know, or I have that sorted, you know, like that kind of thing. Like, that's just, like, such a British statement. And it's so, you know, difficult to, like, piece an accent together because you don't know all these phrases that these people say if you didn't grow up there. Oh, yeah? I don't know where my accent comes from. I'm from West Virginia, obviously, but I don't talk like this, you know? Like, I'm not out here trying to figure out what it is that I need to do and talk about, you know, go to my, like, all that stuff, you know? Like, that's just not how I talk, but, like, I can go to it really quickly because I've been around it my whole life. A washer, you know, washer, oil, 4 quarts of boiling oil, you know, that kind of thing. Rubbish, that's a great one. Yeah, totally. I would never say rubbish. Bollocks. Dude, I do remember his role, and this was the end. Channing Tatum's awesome, dude. Like, I think he's a great person. He's super funny. His like sensibilities are awesome. Being West Virginia, you get made fun of a lot for not being able to be understood, and I think that I have tried really hard to make myself understandable when I speak. I'm definitely holler born, baby. Woo! We practiced them pig calls all day long back there, you know? Wanker. That's a good one. Dude, cunts is so good. I use the word cunts. You know what I mean? Like, I think that one's fun. Tiff likes using the word. Dude, Tiff loves the word cunt. She thinks it's hilarious. Tiff would much rather be called a cunt than a bitch, for sure. 100%. 100%. Don't ask me how I know that. Just 100%, dude. No one else in his family speaking with one, having never lived in a place with that sort of accent. Does he do it on purpose, or did he just happen upon it? Sweet. I can't do the thing where you like snap the one thing that I wish I could do that like revokes my holler card is I can't like take my finger and do the like, you know, the thing where you like snap the like you I don't know how to do that. I don't have any idea how to like, you know. I can't get my finger to move that way. It's too like I just don't do it. Some people can do it really loud. My finger doesn't do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. 95% sure he's trying to sound Southern. That might be a new thing, man. Yeah, cunt's Tiff's favorite word. I feel like the women get to say it without any, you know, it's like their slur, you know? Dude. French accents are wild, dog. Really thick French accents are like very aggressive for sure. Dude, I don't know why, dog. Like it looks so easy. Some of the most like non-trying ass people I've ever met can do it without even like thinking about it. I'm just like, how do you do that, man? My finger just isn't loose like that for some reason. That damn can smack, dude. If I could just do it. If I could just do it. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Hey, no problem, Dylan. Appreciate you coming and hanging out, dude. Yeah, get out of this rut indeed, dude. I'm sorry that you've been dealing with all of this. It really sucks. It's dumb. Cajun, I think that to a degree, people with heavier accents have an easier time saying things in a way that sounds kind of cool. You know, like some of the best musicians are people with thick accents because accents tend to be derived in a way that sounds, I said, not necessarily understandable, but like enjoyable to listen to. That's the way I feel like accents really are made for. For, you know, the Southern draws. Well, I do declare, miss. You know, like that whole thing sounds pleasing when you listen to it. And I think that, like, my voice doesn't lend itself super well to musicality because, like, words, I feel the need to enunciate them in a certain way, but, like, the rhythm of it isn't very pleasing. You know what I'm saying? I think Cajun accent's just, like, really, it just feels so good. Now, sometimes with the Cajun accent, I need a repeat. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not expecting it and it comes out, like, if I meet a guy for the first time ever and the first thing he says to me is in a Cajun accent, it might take me a second to process it, but once I snap into the Cajun accent, I'm good to go, dude. It's a good one. It rocks. You live in Montana, laugh at people using full syllable words, though. Are they all just, like, really trying to enunciate hard? I can see that. Adding spices to a bland dish. What a good statement. What a good sentence that is, Ledger. Good job. Yes, I have heard of that one. I think I saw that off of, what was it called? Hello Internet one time. Yeah, I have seen that. That's wild. I love those kinds of things. Like the people who, they're saying gibberish, but they sound like they're speaking a certain language. I always think that's really cool. Okay, let's see what this dungeon is. Charging Gatekeeper. Is just a boss? It is indeed. Okay, let's fucking fight, dude. You and me. Nope. Ooh, that's a good dodge. I had to focus more on dodges, but I just haven't gotten there yet. Oh, I hit that. I swear I hit that dodge. Oh, man. Whoa! Oh, come on. I'm stunned. I can't even stop this. I'm just his absolute... No! Let's try this again. I can do this. I had that. I was so close to getting him, and then he hit me in a whoop-ass loop, dude. I hate getting caught in a whoop-ass loop like that. Okay, let's try this again. Oh no, he got me in the whoop-ass loop again. No, that's not what I wanted to do. He's really doing a number on me. Like, I don't understand why I'm doing so bad at this. See? He's really trying to take me out with this. This is what he does every time I'm about to kill him. Okay, so we got this now. All right. There we go. Alrighty then. Look at that. Hey, be safe out there, Bion. Nice to see you, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Dishwasher. Washington. Yeah, Washington, D.C., dude. Level 19 or above. Okay, so I can't move on to the next floor, then I just have to leave somehow? How do I do that? Can I just, like... No, how do I leave? Where do I leave at? Okay, what do I do? How do I leave? Maybe I do this then. Well, how do I leave? Hey, thanks. Yeah, whoop-ass loop is a good one, dude. Me and my friends came up with that one time when we were playing Shovel Knight, and we were bouncing on someone's head over and over again, and they couldn't do anything to us. I said, I've got them in a whoop-ass loop, and it just came out, and like... We've used it ever since. His whole combo wombo, dude, yeah. It's a good one. There's a door button on the upper right. Oh, shit, I couldn't see it because it was inside of the text box. My brain doesn't work. I am trying to get an ADHD diagnosis so hard, dude. I like it. I'm having a good time. Like, I think the combat is kind of fun. It's definitely not as quick to get into as something like Guild Wars 2, which I felt like very quickly I was in the throes of what that game actually was. This one's definitely a lot more, like it winds you up for a long time, so I feel like I don't actually know where I'm actually going to, or like what this game's going to be like by the end of it, but so far it's a lot of fun. I want to get up on top of this whale. Can I get up on top of this whale? Yes. Yes, you can get on top of this whale. All right, what is this thing, dude? Why am I on this giant whale? Is this the quest I need? It's not. This is just something else. What is this giant flying whale? I can't mine yet, can I? I can. Okay, I can already mine. Cool. Very interesting. What the fuck is this? What the heck is going on here? Oh, hey, fellas. Why is everyone up here for? Everything's fine. If I fall off this well, I'll be heartbroken. What's up, guys? Oh, there's more ore. I need that ore. Nope. There we go. Why am What just happened? What just happened? It makes sense, Pix. I swear there's like... If I don't have ADHD, I'll eat my hat, dude. You know what I mean? Like, there's something wrong with my brain. And as I'm getting older and older, I'm like, this is really hard to ignore nowadays. When I started doing school, it became really, really difficult to figure out. So I'm not a creepback, dude, for real. That's exactly what that is. It became really hard for me to ignore that I had something wrong with me because I can't study for more than like 20 minutes in a row. Like, I get so antsy. I will find something else to do. It's wild. Yeah, dude, fuck gravity for real, dude. What? It's such a, what a jerk. Yeah, I had no expectations. I didn't know this was a game until 3 days before it came out. That was my entire experience. 3 days before it came out, I saw a video about it, and I was like, well, I guess I'll play this. I am still waiting for, what's the new game from Andrew Gower? Why can't I think about this game? Brighter Shores. I'm still waiting for Brighter Shores, dude. That's like my whole reason for being alive right now. I will be playing, this is because it's Halloween. It's spooky season. I'm so excited about being spooky season. I will be playing, I think I probably have ADHD more than anything, honestly. Like, I'm super, like, intensely hyperactive, really easy to be like disfocused, need to be on the move constantly, like can't sit still, those kinds of things. That would be my guess. Also, I think they call all ADD or all ADHD. Now it's all just one thing now, and they do like different like descriptors for it or whatever. What was I talking about? Case in point, hobbies that I picked up and then abandoned. Yeah, dude, 100%. Oh, so your wife is the ADHD one? That's fun, dude. Yeah. What's her personality like? I'm assuming it's similar to this. Yeah. Just, dude, you should see my hard drive. You guys should see my desktop background. It's all video games. It's all like just every video game that you can imagine. Like I got really into Quake out of nowhere at one point, and I played the hell out of, like, every time I was playing video games for like a week straight, I was playing Quake just nonstop. I got really into Half-Life out of nowhere. Had never played Half-Life before in my life. Just could not stop playing it randomly out of nowhere one day. I was like, this looks cool, and then just went. And the well has a bit to do with the story. I just finished the whole storyline and reached level 30 in 3 days. It's very fun. It's pretty fun, and to honor the game, I didn't spend any money yet. Good. I'm not going to spend any money either. I will be a free-to-play player in this game. One day I will stop doing that in video games, but for now, I think it's fun. Blue Star Quest has several of them. You will need to get the level to continue the storyline. That's what I was thinking about as well. Like, I'm trying to do as many of them as possible. Like, I'm just trying to do as many quests as I can at this point. Like, I'll do the main storyline, but I'm also worried about doing the Blue Star Quest for sure. Yeah, dude, 100%. Are dropping leagues in November to fight against Brighter Shores? Ooh. Very possibly, EDZ. I have not thought about that yet. It didn't even occur to me. I will say I thought it was really weird that there was no lead up to League's announcement whatsoever, and then they were just like, November Leagues is coming out. And I was like, oh, well, I'll be playing Leagues definitely. I could definitely be seeing that. Portal. I have played Portal and Portal 2. I once beat Portal 2 when I was a kid, and I was doing illegal Adderall. It was really good, dude. I love Portal. Like, I think those games are so geniusly crafted. I think that, what's his name? Gabe Newman, what's his name? The guy with the glasses. I think he's a genius. That the whole team at Valve is usually a genius when it comes to making games. Like a lot of the games in the past, at least. I love Valve. Hyperfix has such a really good job because of her insane attention to detail. Yeah, I feel that way too. Like, I can really like lock into something if I'm really thinking about it, but it's difficult for, whatever. It's done quite the number on your marriage. I am lucky enough that the person that I am with also has some neurodivergency going on, so it's not that difficult for us to interact with each other. Tiff likes to parallel play and doesn't so much like to do things together anyways, so it works out really well that way. But I could definitely see how if I was with a very like normal neurotypical person, it could be very difficult to maintain a relationship. I have a hard time, and I had for a long time had a hard time maintaining relationships outside of romantic ones. Friendships suffer. My relationship with my parents for a long time was strained until they realized that I don't have anything against them. I'm just like a weirdo and like don't pick up the phone or think to pick up the phone or like don't think about other people a lot of times because my brain is just like just going on whatever it's thinking about currently. be to make a lot with your guild friends. I'm pretty focused on it to play with other players at the end. Word. I don't know if I'll make a guild or if I'll just join one. I haven't been good at making the guilds so far. Like, I've handed off both of the other guilds to other people at this point. Barty is my guild guy on RuneScape. Barty's basically in charge of the guild along with a few other people. It's sort of a democracy at this point, like a multi-person democracy with different like levels of power. Barty has done an amazing job over there. And then Jay James and Mana and a couple other people over on Guild Wars 2 are in charge of that one really more than anything, because I'm honestly just kind of an idiot, dude. Like I'm just here to play the games and bring the people in. I feel that. Yeah, I think, you know, there are things that I would be more attentive with and lots of issues. I'm going to try to go through one of those like online, it's like, you know, because it's a cheaper, like to get a diagnosis at least, to see if I can. I'm going to go through one of those online places that charges you like $300 or whatever, because my health insurance doesn't pay for mental health diagnosis like work, so it would cost me like thousands of dollars if I would go through the normal channels. So I'll do that, and then I'll probably go to a psychologist to actually talk to them about, is it psychologist or psychiatrist, whichever one can prescribe medicine, and I'll talk to them about like what I actually need to do. And you know, I know there's some non-stimulant based ones. I don't know what they'll want to do, but whatever they recommend is probably what I'll try out first and work towards it and see if that helps, because something's got to give at this point. Yes, I feel similarly to you, Ledger. I think it's possible that there are actually very few neurotypical people in the world, and that most people are kind of weirdos, you know what I mean? Most people are kind of like, you know, a little bit out there or whatever, or have like weird thought patterns. As I've gotten older, I've realized that my parents are like not like super normal. I mean, you know, normal, like it sounds mean. You sounds like you have negative connotations. I don't mean it that way. Like my parents are not like straight-laced, you know, vanilla people. They have spice to them. They're interesting. Yeah, you're unique like everyone else. Exactly, Roy. Exactly. Yeah, no, dude. I mean, it's, you know, it is just that thing where like, you only think people are normal because you don't know them very deeply, perhaps, is the, like, a way that I sort of think about it in my head sometimes. Let's go back to town. I think I have some stuff to make some stuff now. And there's also a blue star there anyway, so let's just go up there. I'm enjoying this game. Like, this is fun time, dude. Like, you know, it's pretty interesting. Guys, the fiber is so close. Every day I can look out my window and see the fiber truck just putting up the fiber lines. I'm so close to having internet speeds to where I can stream just all the time at super high bit rates. It's going to be awesome. Being completely unweird would be boring. I agree. And I think that, like, most people know that. So I think that people work weirdness into their own personality. Like, some people are just less likely to show their weirdness. Like, I have a friend who he's very, like, kind of quiet and monotone, and so you would think he was, like, normal, but he's not at all. You just have to get him talking about something, and he very quickly shows it. Like, he's another RuneScape nerd. Like, you know, Max an account, has an Iron Man, like, that he's working on maxing now and stuff, but you would never know these things unless you talk to him. And I remember one time, because he has really long hair, and he works as an engineer, and he said, someone kept like asking when he was going to cut his hair, you know, and he said, "Why are you afraid you're going to kiss me if I don't?" And I was just like, jeez, dude. You have to work with that guy, man. Stop being so aggressive. It is always weird when you work with someone and they pick at you all the time, and you're like, how do I interact with this? Like, am I supposed to like I feel like if I would say something, it would be mean, you know? Like, I don't know if I can do this. What server am I on? Let me see. Yeah, I'm sure I'll fail my first character too. I'll make another one. I'm not super worried about it. Once I understand this game, like, I've got 5,000 characters. Select character. Let's go there and see. I don't actually know where you see. Let me check out. People have been asking me this, and so I haven't had a thing to tell them. Immortality is the server that I'm on. I thought I would be able to remember that, but I definitely couldn't, so. This game's fun though, dude. Like, it's a good time. Why did I not get my Amatoy? I did this. I linked it, and then I didn't get my Amatoy, and I don't understand why. Like, I just don't get it. I want those. I want to use one of those. It wasn't full when I was using it, or when I got one. It shouldn't be now, I would assume. Really, Bosun. Yeah, I know that, like, the UK has some issues with all that, too, that, like, you know... dude, it's so hard, you know? Like, getting healthcare provided to people is such a difficult logistics problem on top of everything else. I mean, let alone trying to convince an entire group of people to agree on how you go about doing that, but, like, the actual logistics of it is difficult. There's not that many doctors, dude. Contract coins. I do have contract coins. Okay. What do these Mystic Keys do? Wowie zowie! That's my new stream persona, guys. Wowie zowie! What do these Mystic Keys do? Oh my goodness! Whoa! Okay, sorry guys. Sorry. Let me snap back in. Yeah, I feel like, you know, it's difficult, man, you know? Like, I remember I was working at UPS one time, and there was this guy who always called me Cotton Candy because I had pink hair, and he'd be like, Cotton Candy, your stupid hair collar, all this stuff, you know? And the only thing I could think of to say to him were two mean things. It's like, dude, you're short and fat. Those are the only two things that could come into my brain, because I didn't know that much about this guy. He's just like a normal-looking guy other than that, you know what I mean? It's just like, you're built like a goblin. Like, I don't know what to say in that situation, dude. I don't know how to stab back. I love, like, not like really picking on people, but I love the jabs. Like, friendly ribbing is definitely a really fun thing to do. I enjoy that a lot, personally. Let me go piss. I have no idea what to buy. You can buy a fishing rod? I want a fishing rod. Okay, is that quest finished now? I think it is. They're just trying to show me the systems in the game, because there's a lot of them. Yeah, I could definitely see that. See, I've played so many of these types of games. So this is the thing, Roy. This is like a really interesting thing about all this, right? Like, I've played so many types of these games that the same way that this skill bar to you is like a part of MMOs, to me, like, upgrading weapons... I haven't put in my stat points in forever. Hold on, let me figure out how to upgrade my fucking weapons. Oh wait, hold on here. This is a great place I can show it here. Upgrading your skills with this, to me, is equally as built into the MMO, like the KMMO thing. Like, I'm that familiar with it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't bog down the game for me because I've got so much experience with it at this point. Like, you gotta think, I was playing MapleStory when I was 9 years old. I played Mabinogi after that for like another 4 years. And then I played like, you know, Black Desert Online after that. So like, I've had a lot of experience with these games that, like, they no longer like bog me down. I'm just, you know, when I get to those points, I'm just like, you know, this is what you do. MapleStory, it's like, currently I'm aware that I could either keep grinding my character, like grinding my face into the wall, he's level 215, my main character, or I could wait for events that are going to make him level up faster anyways, and in the meantime, I could level up other characters that are going to give passive boosts to him like after they get leveled up. So I can have an easier time doing the beginning stages of the game all over again to passively boost up my main character, or I can delve deeper into the late game stuff that's going to be more frustrating to do without some kind of event that increases my time. And like, I don't know, I enjoy that, dude. Like, it's fun to like redo things over and over again. That's why like someone at one point was like, oh, you know, you shouldn't use great sword and staff. It's like, I'm not going to play this character forever. Like, this is my first character. I have no idea about this game. Like, I'm just messing around, you know? Need the fishing, buy the fishing box. I will need it for a later quest. Okay, cool, I'll do that. I need to start leveling up my freaking skills, dude. Like, definitely this one, because if it might, wait, no, this isn't the right one. Where's the one that, okay, so is it this one? Yeah, it's this one, okay. Deals 150% with an 8% chance to stun the target. Okay, so if I level this up, am I going to get more stun chance? Because that's what I really want out of this. Stun duration? Yes. Okay, cool. So this will give me more stun duration. That's completely what I want out of this. Oh, what was that? Oh, Resistant. Thank you, dude. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see what that was. I don't have my Twitch stuff up real quick. Let me do that. Discord won't open on my computer anymore. I think I need to restart my computer. I'm having to use the web client for Discord, and it's very odd. I can't see. I can't see what it was. If Cold, whatever it was that you did, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, my friend. Also, cool for using emotes. I'm assuming that you're a subscriber, by the way, that you have my Womp Womp emote. I like that one. Also, they didn't fix the add friend feature. We tried to add each other for 5 days straight and still doesn't work. Really? Dude, that's crazy. Dude, it's so funny. The easiest, I can make Tiff mad so fast, and it cracks me up to do it. Like, I love it. All I have to do is say a thing to Tiff that is for sure not true. All I have to do, just be like, oh, the Lion King is the one with Ariel, and she'll get angry at me, dude. It's so funny. But, like, I think it's a similar thing, right? She's just not used to it from, like, other things. And she's like, I'm just like, dude. It's just because you react. I'm also not a must-play Unga Bunga Warrior every time Asmongold type. Like, I do, like, you know, in World of Warcraft, I'm a, what's it called? A Warlock. I'm a Necromancer in Guild Wars 2. In this game, I'm playing, like, Sword and Staff, but that's just because I thought they were, like, the coolest. It looks like Guts to me, so, like, I just like Big Sword in this game so far. And I always start with Big Sword. Big Sword is a great place for me to, like, get my feet wet in the game because I find that it's usually very simple. And then in MapleStory, currently, my main is a Shadower, which is, like, a dagger, like, ninja person, which I think is a lot of fun, too. I'm a big believer that, like, I just don't know what I'm going to like in the game, you know? Like, I'm playing this character with Staff and Greatsword. I might hate the way Staff and Greatsword plays, and it might be bows. I've never found a bow class that I like in a video game, just so we're all clear. Like, I've always... not true, RuneScape. I like archery in RuneScape. Yes, Tiff is Roxy. Yes, Tiff is Roxy. I call it Tiff. Let's level this up, sorry. But I hated Hunter in World of Warcraft. I could not stand it for some reason. Which is sad because I really like the movement of it. I just didn't enjoy the actual gameplay of it. I can't call her Roxy. It would be impossible for me to call that girl Roxy. It's not how I think of her. Everyone else in the world does, though, but it's just not how I think of her. Let's go ahead and level this up. Okay. We're at that point where I feel like I can have my skills leveled up quite a bit now. Cold Warrior. What was the one? Mana Amp. Increases max mana by 360 and max health by 1. Oh, that's actually really good. When did I get this? Why is it saying... I think it has it backwards in one of them, but I can't figure out which one it has it backwards in. It's interesting. Increases magic, melee, and ranged hit chances by 0.82. Skill damage boost by 0.11. Stun chance by 4 for 100 of max health. Okay, this is definitely a good one to keep ranking up at some point, too. This is probably going to be a very worthwhile one to rank up as well. High level PVM in old school RuneScape. Not as much as you would think. I've gotten a Fire Cape, and then I've done like Desert Treasure, and I've done Barrows. None of that's high level anymore. Not really. I really want to push into that this year. I've been kind of working to like, hey James, what's up, dude? Are you waking up just now? It must be late for you now. I really want to push the account that I'm playing currently into moving towards high-level PVM stuff because I've never really done it. I want to start doing, which I've already done this a whole bunch, but I want to start doing Scurrius to get my combat stats up, and then get my Fire Cape as quickly as possible, get my Fighter Torso, and then, like, maybe start doing Zulrah or something, you know, because that would be, like, the very first time I had ever done Zulrah, basically. And it just seems like an achievable thing for some reason. James, what are you up to, dude? How you doing? Later, I really need 62 weapons. Yeah, like I said, this character is basically just like a throwaway to me at some point. Like, this is just me trying to learn about the game a little bit. I'm not super worried about like how this one actually turns out. I gotta learn before I like actually care, and it feels like a game that I could get to max level over the course of a week or so in, so it's not like the hugest deal to me. Ooh, James, good luck, dude. I hope you get it. I think about you and your job interviews very regularly. I hope that they're going well, and I hope things turn out for you, man. I think about you, like I said, quite a bit. Ooh, Devastating Tornado. I want that. I want that on my bar. How do I put this on my bar? Can I have more? Can I have more bars? Quick slot set 1, quick slot set 2. I don't want to have to do a different quick slot set. I guess I have to just choose what I'm going to give up for it. Well, that sucks. I want more things. Can I add bars? I'm wanting too much World of Warcraft out of this, I think. Cool, we should definitely do that then. I'll get there before too long for sure. I can set up a way for this, but I don't really want to. I guess I just need to choose what skills I'm going to use at some point. We'll see you on the other side, Roy. Be safe out there. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your sleep. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Sup, bitches? I said, bitch. How's everyone doing, dude? It's nice to see James. Nice to see everybody. What the frig was that, dude? Hold on. I actually have my chat up this time. I can see what that was. Oh, what's up, Samrose? How you doing? It was a first-time chatter. That's what it was. Not a lot, man. Just playing some Throne of Liberty, chilling out, enjoying the night. Same as always. What about you, dude? Hey, it's good, man. Good to hear it. Fellas, I'm tired. I'm a tired boy. Life is definitely getting to that point to where it's like, you know what? I'm old, dude. I'm legitimately getting older now. Like, my knees hurt when I walk upstairs. Nice to meet you too, Samrose. Let me say, Samrose, if you're about to... I'm getting a vibe that you're about to tell me that you can help me make cool icons and cool emotes and stuff. Is that what's about to happen? Do it, my friend. Get a good breakfast bap. I'm assuming like a bun, yeah? With a nice sausage roll on it. I am 29 years old. Which I know is not very old, but I'm about to cross that 30 flirty and thriving. I knew it, brother. I knew it. You gotta try a different marketing approach, Samrose. It doesn't work, dude. It doesn't work. No one's ever sold one that way, dude. You gotta try something else with other people, man. You gotta like make your content really, really good. You gotta post it all over the internet. You gotta have the people come to you. Sales don't work that way anymore. They just don't. You know, no one wants to be sold to. People don't want to be marketed to. It's not how it works. It's unfortunate. Go for a little swim. Go for a little swim. Oh, I forgot I have a water otter form. No, I don't, Samrose. There's also no soliciting allowed on this channel, my friend. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the block list on Restream. Oh, it is gonna be Susie's o'clock tonight. That would be good. $20 years ain't that bad, dude. Yeah, dude, I love a biscuit. 3 sausages, 3 bacon, egg, mushroom, and tomato. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Bro, that sounds so good. Oh my gosh, dog. Like, oh my gosh. I would love that right now. I don't want to make that right now, but I'd love to purchase that. I wish things were open 24/7 around here, dude. They just aren't. Shit, I did it wrong. Nope, I'm already here. Cool. I told him what was up. I told him that how to get his knowledge out there. I've seen that message so many times, dude. I can sense it, bro. You know, like there are anyone who finds you directly from Twitch at the level that I am currently. Like I have 2 viewers on Twitch right now. You know what I mean? So like anyone who shows up and starts off with that like, hey, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. That whole banter, they are trying to sell you something. Nobody is there and like interested in you as a streamer because what they would have done was like been really, this is how people show. Okay, let me put you guys on the game. People who find you on Twitch through just scrolling through people and they end up liking your personality, the way that they say hello to you is they lurk for a really long time and then eventually you say something and they go, okay, I want to comment on that. They don't say, hello, how are you doing? They don't do those things. The people who do that are people who know me from YouTube already or from other Twitch streams currently. And so people who are like, who then go on to be like, from hello, how are you to introducing themselves, that's like, that's how I know that they're like, okay, this is about to be someone marketing to me 100%. And like, if I can recognize that in what you're doing, your marketing strategy has failed already because you are following a script. And the second that I know that a script is being used on me, I'm no longer interested. Like it's over. You know what I mean? I'm doing good, Scott. See, Scott, this is like someone who like has probably been lurking for a little while, like hangs out and then was like, I want to say something. Like, hey, dude, what's up? How you doing? We have, it literally opens for breakfast at 4 a.m., so I'm willing to go there. You have a proper baker's instead of shitty Greg's. So, like, you have an actual, like, bakery somewhere that makes bread early in the morning. That's rad, dude. My place doesn't do that. And if they do, there is a bakery, but it doesn't sell breakfast sandwiches for sure. And it should. I love a breakfast sandwich. It's so good. You on Twitch to wrap up getting your drops for this? Hell yeah, dude. Do I get drops from this? That's the thing too, is like, you know, it gets harder. So like some of the bigger streams, like when we were doing Guild Wars 2 and we were getting like 300 freaking people out of nowhere, some of those streams, it got really hard for me to tell who the people were, because people would talk to me in those streams like they had been here for a long time, even though I didn't recognize them. But like, you know, I know, like, you know, James, Jay, Ledgerd, let me just go through this chat. I can point out everyone who I recognize. Like Elemental has been here today. I don't know if Elemental's been here once or twice before this, maybe. Pix, that name is like newer today. Edeezy, I've seen them once or twice. Roy, I've seen Roy a dozen and a half times. Roy's been around for a long time. Albedo, that's definitely a newer name that I've seen somewhat recently. I can go through here and I can, like, Cajun Cooper, I've seen those a couple of times. He's definitely becoming a more familiar face. Like these are, like, I can go through and like pick out the people, you know what I mean? So it's like an interesting sort of you know, sort of thing. Hey Stakona, what's up? Stakona's been around. I know Stakona at this point. Like, you know, you pick up these like kinds of little things doing the streaming thing, and then like when you get bigger streams, people just pop in and out and they talk to you like they've been here for years, even though you've never seen them before, and it's really interesting. I like these little ones, dude. I like hanging out with y'all. 100% Ledgerd, 100%. Marketing is a very difficult thing to teach to people because, like, I don't know how to explain to you why I'm drinking a lot of chocolate milk right now, but there has been some marketing that has happened in my life that has obviously skewed me towards drinking chocolate milk. Arizona, dude, Arizona, one of the greatest marketing campaigns I've ever seen. I drank Arizona for like 3 weeks straight. Arizona tea. I would never normally drink Arizona tea. Too much sugar. I don't normally drink sugar beverages, but that one got me. And it's because that dude made that video where the owner of Arizona, where he was like, we're not going to increase the price of our drink. Like, we don't need to. We're completely debt free. We own everything. Like, we don't. And I was like, that's totally that. Like, that's awesome. You know what I mean? And then like that marketed to me in a way. Dude, I would love to. Dude, if I could just get in a room with Emmy, Techie, and Asmon. I want to go on that next big streamer thing. That's what I want to do. They have like a American Idol for streamers, and I want to get on there and do that. Big chocolate milk, definitely. Oh, so Drewski, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yeah, I have 20 people on YouTube right now, I think, and then like the rest of them are on Twitch. It's hard for me to know the exact numbers, but like, you know, but for Twitch specifically, I have a lower viewership because I don't make content on Twitch really. I just stream on there, and like I said, you know, I'm not really in a niche right now. I'm sort of just doing my own thing. It's going good, man. I got a late start tonight because I got distracted doing other things. I started like reorganizing my living room and like moving some furniture around and all that stuff, and I had to like do some stuff for the business and everything. Yeah, Ledgerd, I agree. Their green tea is excellent. I also like their mango drink as well, like just their juice. I think that's good too. Let's get a execute on them. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that, Fo. Thank you. I'm having a good time, man. I enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm genuinely, I just have fun. It's a good time. I like being here. I like playing the games. What was that Twitch noise? Dude, it feels so good. I feel like I got, what I did was I finally went with that thing that people always tell you to do that I was too big of a wuss to ever actually do. But I pushed my couch away from the wall and put it more in the middle of the floor, like in front of the TV, and it really did separate the space out and make it super nice. I've really enjoyed having that be my new setup so far. It's really nice. Felt great. Stakona, I don't disagree with you, honestly. Earlier today, I'm on Immortality. Honestly, today, I made the statement that I enjoy streaming because it's easier than making actual content. to a degree. Like, it's just showing up and playing games and hanging out with people. And like, if I was going to get paid to do something, if I could have like 4,000 viewers on stream and just get subs all day long and make tons of money off ad revenue, that would be the easiest thing to do, hands down, no problem whatsoever. But like, that's just not how I think things actually turn out. So like, the content creation is sort of a means to, like, you know, you put in the work early so that eventually you can sit back and chill. Like, even Asma made guide videos for World of Warcraft at one point, you know? Okay, I don't know what that was. Come on. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Execute. There we go. Bro, the combat feels pretty good, actually. They do have a mango drink. It's literally just called mango, I think. If you ever go to like a gas station where they have a row of them, a lot of times you'll sometimes see it there. Or like Dollar Trees. If you have Dollar Trees where you are, they have them. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that it... Yeah, I blocked that person on my side. I know that I didn't block him on Twitch, but I blocked him over here. I gotta give you mod abilities on Twitch. I will give you mod abilities on Twitch, Tiff. Yeah, I 100% agree with that, Stakona. There is like, as someone who makes reaction videos, I am very aware of the fact that like the good video is sort of dying out to a degree. There are people who make really good videos, but there's so much less of a density of them on YouTube. It is so proliferated. Mucho Mango, that's the one that's so good, bro. That one, and also the Strawberry Kiwi one is really good. This is Immortality, the server is Mazia. What was I saying? But yeah, I don't disagree 100%. Like, and I'm sort of a problem with that as well. In my own eyes, like, I feel like I should make better content. I'm trying to work on getting there, and I haven't yet. But like, I think when I do, it's gonna be pretty epic, honestly. I like making React content. I like React content. I watch React content. Like, I think it's good. It's valuable. But like, I would much prefer, if I could be making anything, I would much prefer to be making like really good, long-lasting, valuable things that people really appreciate and think about for a long time. Like, who's that one RuneScape YouTube content creator that like every time I talk about wanting to do a really long React video, everyone's like, this is the best long video about RuneScape that's ever existed. I can't remember what his name is, but that one gets brought up all the time. It's like 4 hours long, but it gets quoted by everybody as being really good. And I would like rather do that than anything else. I'm just not capable of that yet, you know? Like, it's a skill that I'm still working towards. Like, people think that you just wake up one day and you go, like, I'm going to do this thing, but it's not that way. Like, you can't just wake up and make the next great YouTube video. It's like a skill-building exercise that you do over a long period of time. And, like, this is like a fill-in, you know, or not a fill-in, but this is like the beginning of or a part of my journey. I've been doing this forever. Those two are really good links for sure. Anything over that, multiple hours, is a little bit much. I plan on doing my goal is to do a video where I react to like, or not a video, but a stream where I react to like a 4 hour long RuneScape video. King Condor. If I do, I don't recognize that name off the top of my head, but it's possible I could have seen one of his videos. Yeah, they do sell Mucho Mango by the gallon. That's true, Elemental. I have definitely seen those. Like, maybe even Kroger's. I think Kroger even sells Mucho Mango by the gallon. I'm getting better at this game. Is it me? Am I the one? There we go, guys. That's how I play MMOs. I can't help it, man. I like the playing. I like the playing part, you know? I play in NA. I play in NA, Mazza, and I play on Immortality, the server Immortality. You've asked a bunch of times. That's where I play. Immortality, the server. Yes, exactly. I've had plenty of ideas for viral content, like, over the years. They're just nothing that I would actually want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, this is like a really easy one, right? Like, I had this idea for a viral video where you dude, and this is crazy, but it would go viral, where you go, I'm going to ride the bus to the last stop, but at every stop I take another hit of acid, or like I take another mushroom or something. You know what I mean? Like, that would be a video that would go absolutely off the deep end, nutso viral. It would be a stupid video to make, and it would be like really like, but it's like that would go viral. Like, that would be huge. People would watch that and quote that forever, but it would be like terrible and dumb, and I don't want to make that video. So it's like hard to find the ideas that are actually a part of you and what you want to assimilate to your brand, while also making really like big videos. Yeah, totally. That would be insane, right, Drewski? Or like every single stop of the bus, you eat another mushroom, or like you take another hit of acid. Like you would have to have someone on the bus with you being like careful, but like it would be, you know, that would be massive. That would be a huge video. The way that I think of a viral video is that, like, if I would see a screen cap of the video and the title, if there was an Instagram post of a video and the title would be there, and I could see that being a meme that would go viral, then like the video off of it would be viral too. Yeah, I would watch the hell out of it, bro. It's like, if you've ever seen Goblin. Goblin did a drugs tier list, and that video is hilarious, bro. Like, it's so good. But it's just not something that I would ever want to make. Like, it's not, you know, it's not what I want people to think of me as. I don't do drugs anymore, you know. You definitely can't predict outcomes, but I can give you some ideas that would be pretty good at like going viral for sure. You know what I mean? Like, if you can get a certain thing, then like I think you're probably gonna go viral with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like that bus one is like, I think, a shoe-in. That's the only one that comes to my head, but I've thought of plenty of these over the years. Okay, what am I actually doing here? Speak with Robert to the east of the Terror Bird Nest, okay? I need to participate in this dynamic event. That's one that I know I need to do. I'm getting hit. There we go. I don't know, man. I really like it. It's very fun. It's like very fun to play, honestly. Have you played it yet, Stakona? I had a whole thing today about how like it's really hard to have opinions about a game you haven't played. Like, you're lying to yourself if you like try to make opinions about a game that you haven't played yet. Yeah, I wouldn't really disagree with you very hard, Ledgerd. You know what I mean? Like, I would pretty much agree with like everything you said. I think that like all that stuff that your parents told you was bad for you like erodes your soul to some degree. That being said, I think that some people have some soul to be eroded, and I think that like, you know, like I don't think that doing drugs makes you inherently worse than anyone else in any kind of way. And I've met plenty of people who do drugs and they're like cool people and interesting. And by drugs, I mean like smoking weed and stuff. But like I can make the same argument about drinking too. Like, you know, drinking erodes your soul to some degree. You know what I mean? Like, anything that puts you in a state where people being around you like feel kind of like weird about you because you're sloppy or something, that's all like a difficult thing to sort of make an argument for sure. That being said, I'm like glad that I did them. I think that they got me to a place that I wouldn't have been able to be otherwise. I think that I would have been much less I I think I would have been much less, like, aware of the world around me if I wouldn't have done those things. I don't even care about the graphics, honestly. Like, I kind of like the gameplay, dude. Like, it feels good. Like, I just ran over here and jumped up on this wall because I wanted to, you know? Oh, whoops. I think it's a fun game, dude. It's cool. Combat feels good. Like, I'm enjoying running around in the world. I'm not paying any attention, but, like, it's good, dude. It's more fun than playing MapleStory right now, but it's only because it's new to me, and I've just, like, played a fuckload of MapleStory currently. But, like, you know, it's in that same vein to me. It feels kind of just like a game to be playing. Okay, let's see what else I need. I want to find all these blue ones and finish them up. There's a dynamic event that I want to do, and I think that one's maybe over in this area, perhaps? Where are these quests, bro? I have all these keys. What do these do? A key used to unlock a mystic globe. Remains for 7 days from the time of acquisition. What the frig is a mystic globe? Where's this dynamic event that I need to do? I need 10 wolf tails. The whales flying was definitely pretty cool. That was cool that I just jumped on it and it was just there. World of Warcraft's a really good game too, Stakona. You know, like, genuinely it is. I always find it interesting. So, like, Stakona, I had a conversation with someone earlier. I really don't want to go down this route again with this conversation, but, like, why do you think you like so few MMOs? Like, in general? Like, why are you, like, so negative about MMOs in general? Like, I know that you, like, stand the Nexon ones, but, like, what is it about these that just, why do you feel like you know, you dislike them so much? At least that's the vibe that I've gotten. I also don't drink alcoholic beverages because it, like, I just, like, I just, like, never drink alcohol. I don't like alcohol that much. Like, I never really liked alcohol that much. I drank it a lot when I was a teenager because I was an idiot. But I just did not like alcohol. So when I was, like, 21, I just would not drink hardly ever. And I found marijuana again when I was, like, 19 or 20, somewhere in there. I started smoking, 21. And I started smoking pretty regularly. Then I just popped off out of it. You know what I mean? I just wasn't a fan. I don't know. Like, I smoked really heavily for a long time, for like 7 years probably. And then I just finally was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want this to be part of my personality type anymore. And I just sort of bailed on it, honestly. I also couldn't focus on it. There was a whole bunch of things, but, like, that was probably, like, one of the big factors of it too, is that I was just like, you know, I don't want this for myself anymore. Now I moved on. Where's this dynamic event? How am I supposed to find it? I like how they have their, like, timer right here. That's nice. Here it is. Is this the one? Okay. There is something going on there now. Let's go. I don't think that MMOs need to make a game first and an MMO second. I think that MMOs are, like, kind of their own thing to a degree. I do like when games are games, but, like, you know, I think that MMOs are totally allowed to just be MMOs. You know what I mean? Like, that's totally fine for me personally. Like, I think that's, like, a weird thing that some people, you know, I think in general that, like, people get in a sort of headspace with, like, gaming where they think that everyone just sort of, like, these are the rules about things, and I just don't, like, I don't believe that, you know what I mean? Like, I think games can kind of just be whatever they want to be. And, like, I'm happy, dude. When a new MMO comes out, I'm so stoked. Like, I've played every other MMO so much, I just want more experiences in this genre, honestly. And I want, like, fleshed out content, and I want, you know, there to be stuff to do. Like, something like Fly for Fun, I just don't care about anymore, because there's nothing to do in that game. It never got fleshed out. There was, like, so I like when a new one comes out. It's like, oh, this is fun for a while. Something to do, a little distraction from my life. Which is how I view video games anyways. They're just like distractions from the life. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Hey, what was that, hon? I don't have my chat up right now. Tiff, thank you for gifting a sub. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that's kind of my best. People used to call me a shaman. That was whenever I smoked a lot of pot, all my friends called me a shaman. And that's kind of like my whole thing, you know what I mean? Like, I try to, you know, I can take a little bit of something and like let it go, but if I notice something a lot in someone's personality that I feel like, I'm not the type of guy who just like, yeah, I'm curious. I want to know like why you feel the way that you do. I want to like know if anyone's ever talked to you about it before, or like if people have just let you like, because a lot of people, this happens, dude. Like a lot of people just like say things over and over and over again, and like no one cares enough to actually interact with them about it. And I think that sucks, bro. Like the reason that I have such, you know, deep opinions about things is because I've been grilled on them so much, you know? Like, I've had friends that just, like, push me and are like, why do you think that way? And I'm like, like, dude, I quit being a Christian because my friends, like really grilled me to the point that I was like, you're right. Like, I don't really believe in this. Like, I am using it as a way to be, like, to feel like I'm superior to other people. Like, I am just basing this on, like, it is, like, that is what I'm doing. That's crazy. Like, why am I doing that? Like, that's how that came about. You know what I mean? You say you're not being negative, but you have, like, everything is tinged with, like, this game is bad, though. And, like, you haven't played it. Like, that's a thing that I've picked up on for sure. That, like, you know, it's like, the UI is better than WoW, but that's not saying much. So, like, it's not really that good. It's like, you know, like, that's, like, kind of negative, dude. Which is fine, but, like, it is what you're doing. WoW's UI is, like, totally serviceable. It does what it does. I've never changed the UI in WoW, and I've done, like, raiding content. It's fine. I get it. I do. But why focus on the negatives of games when you can focus on the positives of them, you know? Totally. There are totally MMOs that last a lifetime and totally MMOs that last a month or two. I don't know which one this is going to be. Like, I have no freaking idea, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't tell you. I think it's fun. I enjoy playing it. Like, the combat is good. Like, I also enjoy the parry mechanics. I like the skill system. I think it's fun to switch between weapons and fight enemies in the way that they give you to fight enemies. I think the pairing of greatsword and, like, staff is really, really cool. I like, you know, doing these things that I'm doing currently, like smacking an enemy with an absolute huge greatsword skill and then flashing fire at them, I think is really, really cool. It's good. It's a good time. Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like whenever people say things like that they're like, rehashing things that they got from watching a video or something, you know, but not like really like being critical or introspective about like why they feel that way, you know what I mean? Yes, but also I could tell you that like there is a difference between UI being bad and you not being used to the UI. Does that make sense too? Like it can go both ways with that as well. That's not necessarily true. Not every game should be easy to understand without having played it. Like, simplistic design doesn't necessitate it, or doesn't make it good. Just like complicated design doesn't make it bad. To being, overly critical to something that is subjective, and also, like, to something you haven't experienced yet. Bernie Samples Evil. I will play Evil Online, I promise. I want to play it so bad. It looks wild, bro. It looks so dense. Dude, this music is really good. It's so intense. Feels like I'm in the Matrix. I love the drum and bass stuff. Like, it's so good. The jungle drum type thing. Oh my gosh. It reminds me of PlayStation 1, like, jungle music really hard. I'm not talking about the nuances. I'm talking about, like, there is a certain type of thing that people do where they just believe that the game is like so obvious, man. Like the game is deep and like I just don't know how to explain it, man. I really don't. Like if you get it, you get it, and if you don't, like I don't know, man. It's hard to sort of put it into words. Like you do not know what a game is like until you've spent time with it. Like that's just a fact. Like MapleStory is different at the outset as to what it is later on, like the further down the road that you play it. You know what I mean? Like that's just how that game is. And like every game is like that. Like, you know, the same way that like until you unlock Legion, you don't even know what Legion is. You don't even understand what the meta is in MapleStory. You don't know what that like your whole experience in this game is about building an account, not building a character, and that building a character ties in with building an account, and like grinding over and over again is the gameplay loop. Like you don't even know that until you've played the game for like 50 hours. And it's the same thing with like these kinds of games where people see like one facet of it and then they're just like, this must be like every other game. But it's like, no. There's like a whole game here. The game isn't the graphics. The game isn't the combat system. The game isn't the quests. The game is like the systems that are interplaying with each other that you have to interact with to make things happen inside of the world. Like Dungeons and Dragons is a game because of the rules and regulations that you have to interact with. If you want to do something, there is a way to do it. You just have to look up how to do it. That's what a game is. And like people like talk about a game like it's the thing on the screen. It's not the thing on the screen. It's all of the underwire that's going on. It's all of the design work. It's all of the thought about how the mathematics are going to play out, how the systems are going to work, how fast you're going to accelerate when you press a button to dash. Like that's the game, bro. And people like don't know that. Like it's you know, and like it's just, I don't know. It's a thing that I think about a lot, you know? I write game systems for like tabletop games. Yes, but the UI and Hub is just your way of seeing the systems and mechanics. It is your interface to actually know what's happening on the screen. The same way that a text interface is a UI too, but like it's like the game, bro. Like the game is the thing that you have to judge when you're judging the game. Do you see what I'm saying? Like when you say it's a bad game or it looks like a bad game, like it's like what you haven't played the game part yet. You're looking at it. You're like, but you're not playing it. You don't know what the game's like because you're not interacting with it yet. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh man, yeah, I guess, man, a good UI and HUD designer, they are important. I agree, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, if you go around insulting games that you haven't played yet, you will have a hard time getting people on your side for sure. You will, like, I will just tell you, like, straight up, like, it will be difficult for you. Like, as someone who has like no stake in changing how you interact with the world, like, that's like you know, positivity is huge, brother. Huge. I'm streaming, baby. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I've got to listen, guys. I got to break through. I got to break through the wall. I have to become better at it. I have to do it, dude. I have to make myself me online. It's so hard. I don't think I'm like, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It really is. I don't think that people like are trying to argue. They just like, you know, they just walk into me, dude. Oh shit, I'm out of this fucking thing. Like, dude, I'm in this mini game right now where I'm just killing wolves, and like, I don't even know if I'm doing it right or not. I mean, I feel like I am. How many wolf tails have I delivered? Like, none, but I've collected a ton. I need to go deliver them. Where do I deliver them at? Okay, where do I deliver these wolf tails? Is it this camp? Yes, Stakona, but here's the deal. I don't think that you understand that, like, most people, like, just are not judging the game based on the UI. That, like, that's just not what's going on. Like, none of us are arguing about the UI. We're arguing about the way you choose to interface with something, or I'm arguing at least, the way that you choose to interface with something you've never experienced before. That you like want it to be a negative thing. You don't want it to be good. You like want to look at it and see negative things. And like you're using like the surface level things to do that. Like, I don't care about the UI. I just don't. Yes, but you haven't even played it. Like you are, I think, here's what I think. I'm not saying it's true, but what I think when I see somebody in your position, I think that you are trying to alleviate the burden of having to play a game before judging it. You want to jump to the opinion having part so that you can be part of the conversation without putting in the effort of experiencing the thing first. That's what I think is going on. That's why I think people take up the position that you're taking. And that might not be true, but that's why it does this rubbing to me in this certain way. I'm waiting for the response. Are you getting tired, Tiff? Stay up. We gotta get to Susie's. I'm scaring off all the viewers tonight, guys. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. We gotta get deep, man. I don't know what to say here. Like, the content has to be made, fellas. This is what the content is, I guess. I don't know. God, I like this event, dude. It's so fun. Like, I like fighting all the wolves, dude. It's a blast. It reminds me of Mabinogi. Like, I love the language of KMMOs. If you guys have never played Mabinogi, dude, the kite shield that you use in this game, I'll show it to you guys in a second, is the exact kite shield from Mabinogi. I love it, bro. There is no question, Stakona. There isn't. It's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. And I said, baby, it's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. I can't sing that song. I can't sing any of those Southern vocalist songs. I don't know how they do their notes and inflections. I can't figure it out. Also, I'm hoarse. I'm hoarse now. You're doing great, Drewski. It is past midnight. It's like 2 in the morning or something now. What time is it? It's 3 a.m. It's literally 3 a.m. I said I was going to play for a long time tonight, guys. I didn't get on until like 4 o'clock. I got to stick around, you know, or not 4 o'clock, until like 11 o'clock. I got to stick around. It was later than 11 o'clock. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just, like, I don't see things as, like, arguments to win, you know? I see things as conversations to be had a lot of times, and I think, like, to some people, that's like a difficult, you know, notion for them to undertake. Like, I just, you know, a lot of people who come from the internet just don't understand that. Like, it's not, you know, it doesn't have to be an argument. It's just like a conversation about the thing. But, like, when you pose everything as right and wrong, and you don't leave, like, any of the gray area in there, like, there is no conversation. There is only debate. And debate is not what friends like to do all the time, you know? At least for me. I mean, I got bored of that shit, dude, when I was young. At some point, you just want to hang out with the bros, big back acting bull, you know? We just big back acting bull, fellas. Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here today. You know how long I've been waiting for this? You just make sure everyone knows what happened here. Sorry. Ugh. Stakona, just so you know, I'm not even necessarily talking about you. This has already happened once today, where someone came in here and they were like, this game looks dumb. And I was like, have you played it? And they were like, no. You know, like, it happens. Like, this is a conversation that I've already had today. Like, at the very least, you know, like, that's like it's so odd, you know? Yeah, dude, 100% it's all lost. I don't know how anyone feels. It's just, you know, just like, and some people, their just natural way of, like, talking about things is just like, doesn't this suck? And it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, like, I get that that's just like some people's way of being, man. I don't know. It just is what it is. You gotta have those people, though, dude. I'm telling you, man. You miss them when they're not there. You have to have the guy in World of Warcraft who stands in the fire. Like, if he's not there, then someone else is the problem. Hey, no problem, Decky. Thank you for hanging out, dude. You're studying voice? Like, singing? Will you teach me how to sing? I don't even know that's what this is about. Totally. It totally is an evolution of a bunch of games that already exist. Yes, that is what we are doing with MMOs. That's it. That's 100% it, man. It's a narrative line that we're drawing. We are building up on other people's creations that have already existed. Like, I can literally, I don't know if you've played Mabinogi, but, like, I'm on Immortality, I think is what this one's called. But this speech pathology, okay, well, it's still interesting, but I want someone to teach me how to sing. That would be awesome. But, like, this kite shield right here, this is literally the kite shield from Mabinogi. This is literally the kite shield from Mabinogi. Like, that's super cool. I don't know how to explain that. It's not unoriginal or lame to me. Like, that's rad, you know? Bro, not everything is new and creative. Like, I also like seeing things that are new and creative, but I also enjoy people perfecting a thing that already exists, you know? Like, you can't, like, you get, if all you want is new and creative, like, you're going to enjoy less things in life than if you can appreciate the things that are, like, building. Dude, Mamanogi's an amazing game. I don't know what to tell you on that one. That one's just, like, top tier. Where's my sword? Okay, I took it off, and now I can't get back to it. There we go. Oh, no, now I can't fight? Why can't I fight? Because I changed weapons? No. What's going on? Why can't I fight him? My skills are blocked. I have to go to another campsite? What the hell is going on? Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, 100%. Like, Dragonflight feels great. I love Dragonflight. Same way that I love, I love the Guild Wars 2 mount mechanics. Like, they should have that kind of thing. Like, that's, like, a really good thing to do. Stakona, are you a young person by any chance? You've been playing Vindictus and Maple Story. There's no way you're a young person. I would assume. Maybe I'm wrong. You wish. Okay, word. Maybe you just held on, like, longer than I have, dude, you know? Maybe you just, like, believe still. Like, I don't believe anymore, you know? Like, I don't believe that these companies are trying to make good games, but I still enjoy games, you know? Like, I don't think, like, dude, the days, like, my favorite console is PlayStation 1, and my favorite console in PlayStation 1, or the reason my favorite console is PlayStation 1 is because of how creative every single game felt, dude. Like, I mean, dude, Pong, the Pong remake for PlayStation 1 was insanely creative and really cool. Dude, it's so hard to control voice, Sleepy Decky. Like, I have sang for a long time. Like, I am learning every single day more about it. I'm still really bad at it, dude. It's so hard. I do not understand how people have that much control. I think this MMO is really fast, dude. I'm level 19 already. The level cap is 50. Like, it's you know, combat is really fast. I'm, like, running an event already. Like, I think things are very quick. I don't know what you mean by slow style, but, like, I find it very fast. Like once again, you're using descriptors for a thing that are arguable about whether or not that's true about the game, and you're, like, using those to explain why you don't want to play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just hard to explain. It's very hard to explain. I do not vapor smoke. Not anymore. No, not for a long time. For like 6 years. Oh, dude, I have played Legend of Dragoon so much, dude. Legend of Dragoon, Chrono Cross, Final Fantasy X. What are some of my favorite from that era? I know Final Fantasy X is on PlayStation 2, but you know what I'm saying. Final Fantasy IX is really good. Final Fantasy the 4 and Chrono Trigger Remake were really good. Thousand Arms, is that the one? That one was really, really good. Legend of Legaia, that game was really, really good. Legend of Mana was really good for PlayStation 1. Like, oh my gosh, those games are so fun, dude. Dude, at one point in Legend of Mana, oh my gosh, you are literally trying to decipher another language in order to, like, not even one that's actually spoken, like a fictitious language, in order to to figure out how to get into a place that you need to get into. Like, it's so good, bro. Ends in 9 seconds. I have to get back to a camp in 9 seconds. Oh my gosh. Move, 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 move. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Who was it? Who won? I know it wasn't me, but, like, I've tried my hardest. I didn't try my hardest. I stopped a lot. Ooh, there's a book. There's a book here. Dude, nobody ever knows about that one. It's so sad, bro. It's so good. Okay. Yeah, dude, give me that reward. What are you kidding? Why would I not want that reward? I haven't tried any of the newer Mana games, like, since in recently. I really want to. The Secret of Mana remake I want to play really, really badly, but I just haven't gotten there. 700? Oh my god. Dude, Legend of Legaia was so good. The combat system in that game was so good. So creative, dude. It was like... It was almost a fighting game, but not really. It was just really good, dude. I love that. And like a lot of these games, oh, you catch on fire in this game, dude. They don't even do that in World of Warcraft anymore. That's so cool. I love that I can catch on fire from jumping. That's what should happen when you jump over fire. Was Trials of Mana was it on the DS? Is that what Trials of Mana was in? I don't know if I played that one or not. Soul Saver, Maple, but with ninjas. I have not played that. That would be very interesting. I like the Maple story, like offshoots, like Laetale. I think Laetale is a very interesting game. Look at this person. Let's go back to town. I'm probably going to end before long. We're getting close to like a late night for me. I mean, it's almost like 4 o'clock. I want to go get food at 4, so like... Trials of Mana never came to the westward. Do I have any free resources programming, like interactive courses? Like, are you asking me if I have anything, like any free resources to like teach you programming? Is that what you're asking? I do, if you're legitimately asking. Oh, dude. So, Legend of Legaia, I played it at my next door neighbor's house. So my next door neighbor was super into RPGs. This is how I discovered like all the RPGs that I fell in love with when I was a kid, basically. I didn't know what good games were, and my neighbor really had it pinned down. So like I went down there, he showed me like Diablo 2, Legend of Legaia, Chrono Cross, Legend of Dragoon, like all these different games, and I got super into RPGs because of that. And like, dude, I just remember seeing Legend of Legaia on screen, like when you first walk out in the town with that big green spire in the middle, like just dude, mind-blowing at the time, for real. Yeah, so have you ever programmed at all before, Luke? If you have a phone, download on your phone an app called Mimo, I think is what it's called. Yes, Mimo, M-I-M-O. Hold on. I have some stuff for you. I'll actually be helpful right here. Mimo is one of the first places that I ever started looking into Python. And that app is really good. It's like what's that one for teaching you languages? It's like an app for your phone. It's like that app, but it's for programming. It's very, very simple. It'll be very slow at first, but it'll teach you all the basics of Python. And then, what's the one? Is it this one? Hold on. Yes. And then Coding Game. This is a good one too. Hey, what's up? What's up, Token? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Yeah, Mimo is a great one. It's literally like it'll be like, this is what an object is. Which one of these is an object? And then it'll show you, but like, it's so good, dude. It's so useful and interactive. And if you don't get anything wrong, you can go indefinitely. But if you use up your lives, then you have to like wait time to do it later or whatever. But then Coding Game, if that I'm pretty sure that's the website that I'm thinking of. I did Coding Game quite a bit for a while. Yes, okay, Coding Game is the one that I'm thinking of. So Coding Game is a place where like, it'll be like Thor needs to get to the Tesseract in as few movements as possible. Program how he would get to the Tesseract in as few movements as possible. And like, that's... So then you're literally, like, the game is your writing code to solve the problem. Like, the way you move the characters, the way you do things. Or it'll be like, you know, here's how this game is written. It'll show you the code of how the game is written, and it'll be like, you need to be able to you know, all of these gunships are going to come at you, and you need to be able to shoot each one before they shoot you. Write code for how that would happen. And, like, that's a great way to get into coding, especially if you like games. Those are really, really good interactive ways to get there. It's all just problem solving. Like, all of the complicated stuff that I talk about that, like, freaks people out, like talking about data structures and algorithms, talking about recursive programs that call themselves from within themselves. Like, you know, you have a program that, like, sorts a word alphabetically, and the way it sorts itself is by, like, calling itself recursively to continue to sort itself further and further until you get, like, you know, a merge sort system going. Those kinds of things are all, like, tools that you learn how to solve problems, or the tools that you learn to use to solve problems with. But, like, solving problems is such a base skill that you start learning at the beginning of programming, and anyone can do it. Dude, I'm telling you, those two things, Mimo and Code and Game, are like a great place to go for those things for sure. And then as you get further along, there's like way more resources that I could give you, but like those are two great places to start for sure. Just like learn what code is, learn what programming is, learn what it looks like, and you'll figure it out. It's such a crazy journey to learn programming, because it just like it's like going on a quest that you think that you're just delivering, you know, cheese to the next village, but you get to the next village and the person that you were delivering cheese to has been murdered, and there's all these clues around for how they've been murdered, and then you go and you try to figure out who their murderer is, and when you're doing this, you stumble upon to like a secret organization, and then you're like investigating this secret organization. As you're investigating the secret organization, some government agency that you didn't know exists tries to recruit you because they think that you have some kind of knowledge about how things work, and then as that government agency tries to recruit you realize that they're actually working with this secret organization and they're trying to keep you off their trail. Like, that's what programming is. Like, you start off this really simple way, and before you know it, you're like, this is what's actually going on? And it just keeps going forever, bro. Deeper and deeper and deeper, forever and always. Like, that's the thing about programming, is the rabbit hole is never ending. So, like, if you want to do it, like, don't be afraid to take breaks once in a while from the learning side of it, because you can just go crazy shoving more information inside of your brain. It's so much, dude. Ooh, dude, mathematical biology sounds really, really interesting. I love mathematics, Luke. I'm not very good at them, but like I had to get all the way through a pre-calc course and then a calculus course in order to go to school for what I'm doing currently, and that was my first time really discovering that I loved mathematics. I'm assuming like by mathematical biology, it's like sequencing and stuff like that probably, and like that stuff is really, really complex. I major ups, dude, major ups. I couldn't imagine. Really cool. I love STEM fields, dude. I'm a believer that like one of the only, if you want to progress as a human, I really think that one of the only things that you should do is like some kind of STEM field. And like, you know, and by this I mean like if you want to go to school for something, like if you want to spend money on an education, like a STEM field is a really good place to do that, to like grow your brain. Some people don't need to grow their brain and can be successful without that, but I needed it really badly. Ledger, good. Be safe. Enjoy your night, man. Nice. Thanks for hanging out, and I appreciate you being here, man. It was a good time, for real. C++, so like, so languages all have different ways of handling certain things. I don't know how much you know, Luke, about programming or not, but, oh, so when you block things, you reset some of your cooldowns? That's interesting. I don't know how much you know about, like, you know, all these, like, programming languages and things, but, like, C++ actually would be a really good thing to do that with. Java and C++ are kind of like, or Java and C in general are kind of the like, things that everything else sort of imitates at this point and makes things simpler. Like, Python is a very easy way to write code because it's very understandable when you're looking at it. But that being said, once you get into like later game programming stuff, it doesn't make any sense unless you like kind of know what things are. Unless you don't know what pointers are, if you don't know what objects are, like you're in classes and all these things, you're gonna have a hard time sort of understanding what's going on anyways. But like C is a great place to learn code for sure. It's like kind of how the world is written. Like C is computer code, and C++ is, what is that, like C plus objects and something else. I can't remember what C++ completely stands for, but it's like an object-based or an object-oriented programming language. It's really good. I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 yet. I loved Xenoblade Chronicles. Like, that game was really fun for me. And I really want to play the second one. But, dude, those Nintendo games are expensive, brother. Jeez, and you play them at, like, 30 frames? I just haven't gotten over there yet, dude. $60 still for that game most of the time. Like, it's crazy. There you go, Jeffrey. I could listen. The nerdiest thing that I can talk about is computer programming for sure. Like it is frustrating to people, but like you know, it's so dense, dude. It's so dense. Oh, yeah, it gets translated into assembly. I could see that. Assembly is one of those things that I've never messed with because I don't want to go down there and mess with machine code at the lowest level. Like, I'm terrified of that. You know what I mean? Like, same thing with basic. It's just like, I don't want to do this, dude. Like, I am completely happy being the guy who knows how to write in modern languages. Yeah, see, Java can really be used for high-performance stuff too, but C is definitely, like, still, like, the key to everything. C is computer code, right? Like, C is the code that we are all, like, ripping off and writing. I mean, C, when you're writing code, you are writing C most of the time. You're just using some kind of variation of the rules that were put out by that, but, like, you know, assembly is really, I mean, you're talking about, like, ones and zeros at that point and everything, but people do it. People do it. People write in it, and props to them, dude. Not me. I feel like that's not where I'm at. Okay, I need to do my skills. I need to do my levels, actually. I'm still, like, I haven't leveled up my character literally at all. Dexterity is probably going to be critical hit chance. Ooh, yes, indeed. Increase quickness and critical attack in addition to evasion and max damage. This is what I want. I want a couple of these. And then strength is more health, which is fine. I have quite a bit of health already. Let's go ahead and just pop that up, and let's apply these. Bro. You know, a lot of cybersecurity, like, there's so many different phases of cybersecurity that's kind of, like, difficult. Like, it's so rare nowadays with encryption that you're still trying to brute force people's programs. Like, a lot of times with cybersecurity, a lot of it is just about, like, you know, keeping things out of people's hands. That's just, like, so much of it nowadays, at least. You know, the problem usually is people every single time and, like, trying to outsmart the people who are working for you, honestly, because they're just kind of dumb and don't know what they're doing when it comes to being safe online. Surprise amount of Fortran. Dude, there are so many little niche languages to learn. This is the thing, is like I don't even, like, really remember what Fortran is. I had to do an intro to languages course when I was really early in my programming career. Compiled imperative programming language that is especially suited to numeric computation and scientific computing. Fortran was originally developed by IBM. Word. Okay, so what? Let me see. Can I see an image of Fortran being written? Oh. Fortran kind of gives me Linux vibes for some reason. Like, just looking at Fortran, I was like, this, like, looks like it's being written on a Linux machine right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going this waypoint. That's what I'm doing. I gotta say, I'm kind of cranking this game, guys. Like, I've made good progress today. I remember when I tuned into Asmon playing this game, he was stuck at 23, I want to say, and, like, I'm up there past that. Yeah, no, I feel you. 30 frames is just like kind of tough to look at sometimes, you know? Like, it's not the reason why for sure, but like you're paying $60 for a game that never gets cheaper, and it's like, and it doesn't run at like standards currently, you know? They're trying to fix that in the next one, and I get that, but like, you know, they've had a whole bunch of issues lately with their, the fact that they're like going after emulators that were like letting it run for sure. You really think 30 frames per second has like an anime feel? I just feel like there's like a catch in it. You know what I mean? Like like whenever I'm playing a game that's high action and fast paced, I just feel like there's like a little catch in it. I don't know how to explain it. Like if you're around 30, like I can see it in footage too. Like if you're filming something at 30 frames or even 24 frames, there's just like a little catch, just a little catch. I would say it matters. Like I mean, it definitely, you know, like 30 frames is pretty low. I would not say you get used to it immediately. Jeez, guys. How'd you guys get into programming? I feel like you guys are much more advanced, you know? Like I said, I'm a learner still, fellas. I've done so little actual work. Like I'm at a point where I need to start working on projects or like, oh man, Jake gave me a site. My friend Jake gave me a site that was like, you know. Stakona, this is you arguing, just so you know. I'm ignoring you and you're arguing. Like, just so you know. Just so you know, dude. You're trying to prove a point. You don't need to, man. You can talk about things. You can talk about things without trying to be like, I'm correct and you're wrong. You can do that. All I said was like, it's $60 for it to run at 30 frames. I'm sorry, guys. I need to start working on some kind of projects or something, and like, you know, working with people. I think I need to start working with teams, honestly, and like make myself start learning that way, because I'm hitting a wall by just learning by myself. It's cool, Stakona. That's cool, man. You got into programming after your sister came back from her first semester of computer science when you were like 7. Stakona, that's literally what you were doing. You're trying to give me reasons for why you're right about 30 frames per second being plenty, and I'm wrong about it not being plenty in the modern era. That's what arguing is. I don't know what you think arguing is, but that's what it is. When you want your point to be correct, and so you're saying things to benefit your point and trying to attack the other person's point. That is arguing. That is by definition what it is. Jeez, dude. Where you get back into it through simulations and other data science stuff. Then why are you giving so much information about why you're right, Stakona? I will bring you to this understanding, buddy. It's the last thing I do on this planet. Your actions are important, not just your intentions. Like, that is how things work. Okay, fellas. I'm getting off here. I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm starving to death at this point. It's late for me. I will see you all probably tomorrow. I will be streaming again. I'll probably be streaming more Throne and Liberty, honestly, because I'm just kind of enjoying playing this game right now. And then I'll probably play some RuneScape a little bit later on this week. And then maybe even some Guild Wars 2 if I can get time to get around to it. And I don't get why you're obsessed with UI, Stakona, but yet we all have to live in this world together, don't we, my friend? I will see you all later. Enjoy your night, fellas. Be safe out there and have a good time, you know? Have fun. Enjoy life. Do things.